24/7 Video Game Podcast.
Oh, yes. Whether it's a beer, a shot, or even a glass of wine, grab your favorite beverage and welcome once again to your favorite video game podcast. That's right. It's the Level 857 Video Game Podcast with your host, Algie857.
The 23rd Stallion.
Sticks.
Turbo 857.
And your boy Big Chuck, what up?
And a very special guest we have on the podcast tonight represent one of the most accomplished and positive and popular indie game studios / publishers around, responsible for a string of hits ranging from games like Contra 4, Shantae, Double Dragon Neon, DuckTales Remastered, Batman Brave and the Bold, and are on the cusp and will soon be releasing River City Girls 2, which is an up to 4-player co-op action RPG beat 'em up, which is a sequel to one of the most beloved releases of 2019. Please welcome to our podcast, for the very first time, WayForward producer Colleen Fannin and returning guest, project lead Bannon Rudis.
Hey! All right.
That's me tearing my shirt off.
There we go.
Welcome
To the podcast.
Hello, gentlemen.
Thank
Hello.
you.
How's it going?
Great to have you guys on.
It's great. Thank you
It's
so
going
much
great.
for having us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Very, very generous.
I'm excited to answer all the same questions.
Oh, I got some different ones
At
for
least
you.
we know. At least Bannon know what he's in for.
Exactly.
Listen, we tried to change them up and like ask them different.
Yeah, just reword it.
No, just
We don't know if you're gonna have the same answer.
ask
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Ask him in a different voice.
All right.
Same questions, different person asking.
Don't
What
ever,
was
don't
that?
ever do that voice again.
That wasn't me.
I never want to hear that.
Okay. All right.
That's for our audio listeners.
Here we go.
Hell
The
yes.
derail has started.
I'd like to welcome the chat.
Yeah, man.
How's
I
it
will
going?
answer in my best Chris Pratt as Mario.
Yes.
A lot of new people in the chat. Thomas
yeah.
Circle.
I want to hear a little.
Coming
bit of-
back full circle.
I want to hear a little bit of that Brooklyn accent from Mario.
Okay.
Yeah, let's hear that.
You'll-
Ben, what you got?
Oh, I mean, this is my Chris Pratt Mario impression. I'm doing it currently right now.
Dead on.
That's pretty damn good.
Dead on.
Damn, they should have hired you, man.
How many bits to have all questions asked in the high-pitched high school girl voice?
Oh, man.
Start throwing them.
What if I already have a high-pitched high school girl voice?
That does count.
Keep throwing those bits.
That's too funny. Too funny.
Oh, man.
So how you guys want to do this? You want to start with the games played or go right into
No, we're
we're gonna go right into
we'll
it.
go right into the
You know the
game.
format, dude?
I know the format. I just wanted to, know,
No, you don't.
multiple choice. You got multiple choice if possible.
You obviously don't.
Well, for people who don't know who we have on,
Yes.
I'd like to let you guys tell them what you do.
Colleen, what do you do?
Okay.
I'll take over, guys. I know it's your first time.
I'm Colleen Fannin. I'm the producer of River City Girls 2. For those who may not know what a producer does, the director makes sure the game gets done well. The producer makes sure the game gets done on time. So I make tasks for people. I'm a liaison for a bunch of different departments, and overall just the schedule keeper. Additionally, I was with Bannon during pre-production, and I have an additional design credit as well as a voice acting credit as well.
Nice.
Oh, the voice acting.
Voice
That's pretty
acting,
cool.
yeah.
You're in the game.
In the game.
Which character are you voice acting?
Like EA.
Several, some of the enemies, and then also some cameos.
That's awesome.
And then a character that looks shockingly just like Colleen. And her name's even Colleen. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's
That's pretty funny.
Coincidence.
Fantastic.
Now, I got a question about the producer role. You sound like you're, very much in charge of timekeeping, making things are done on time and stuff. If someone brings up a new feature that has to be put into the game, that has to get approved by you, right? Or else it doesn't happen?
well,
Or could the director make that call without letting you know?
I mean, it's ultimately Bannon's decision, but I will definitely let him know if it threatens the scope of the project. And
Yeah, because I could ask for something like, hey, I need this thing that's in whatever. We'll say it's a thing in the cell phone menu that's kind of our like pause menu and all that stuff. But if Bruce, the person in charge of all that stuff, according to Colleen, like, oh, he's got like 3 months worth of tasks. Like, you can't have this thing. We realistically can't get it in. So Colleen's there to slap my hand anytime I'm trying to get like too weird and too like creative, and it doesn't really need to go into the game. It goes into a wish list kind of thing. If we can get around to it, sure. Or if Colleen can find somebody else to do that, sure. So
How red is your
Colleen
hand?
is there to police me.
Interesting. Not bad. Not bad. Now, Colleen, is this your first game? This is not your first game you produced at WayForward, right?
so this actually is the first game that I worked on as a producer.
Oh, wow.
I've got a design background. Every other game I was on is either like a designer or a script writer or lead designer. Then in the middle of this one, I produced the Double Dragon Neon Switch port, and then went back to this one.
Nice.
So
And all I had to do on that was play and go, yep, feels good.
yeah, when the game's already done, it's pretty easy to produce. It's just basically being a person to receive questions and be like, your question goes to this person.
That's awesome, though. Awesome. Well, congratulations on the first producing role.
Thank you. And then I'll let Bannon describe himself.
Yeah, what do you do, Bannon?
Yeah, I am a director over at WayForward. Been there for, I don't know, maybe 6 years. I would
It's
say
about
6 years.
6 years. I
Yeah.
think you started like a month or two after me.
Oh, really? I thought you were there longer than I was, like way longer.
March 2016.
All right. Yeah, I think, 6 years. I worked on a game called River City Ransom Underground. That's as much as I'll talk about it. That's a little inside joke. Did a Kickstarter for that. It was
Great game.
Incredible.
I did the game design, directing, and animation for that. Pretty much, if you see it with your eyes, I had to make it. So from that, when I was wrapping up, that was like a 3-year project because there was only about 3 of us on that project total.
What?
WayForward reached out and was like, "Do you want to work here?" And I said, "I am very broke. Yes, I will." So they like interviewed me on a Thursday, and then I started Monday, and they wanted to train me kind of from the ground up to be a director. So worked on the Mummy Demaster, working on the animations and helping out with design, and then kind of jumped into River City Girls, the first one.
Not bad.
Nice. That Mummy was better than the movies, by far.
That's what every single review said. It was like, at least it's not the movie. I will say Universal sent us to a screening of that movie. It was like a little private screening just so we could see it. The only audience reaction in the entire movie was when Tom Cruise got slapped at the end, and I heard some lady go, "Woo!" That was it. I was like,
Wow.
Oh man.
That's awesome.
we love you, Universal, and we'd love to work with you more.
Oh, man. Too funny.
All right,
Excellent.
so who wants to kick off with some questions?
Yeah.
We got chat. We can ask the chat.
We can ask the chat because I don't want to take it over.
No, but drop some if y'all got them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
First question I'm seeing.
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, yeah. But keep it in your mind. I'll kick off because I really wanted to ask questions about this mode.
Damn.
Oh, God.
All right, fine. Jump into it.
Okay. Because I think last time you hinted at it. Last time you were on Bannon. But now that we've seen the villains trailer, and at the end of it, something was revealed, and all of us were like, "Oh shit!" Yeah, we couldn't believe it.
I don't know if we didn't sound like that. That was you.
We were in the chat.
That sounded like you were constipated.
You sound like you were shitting.
I think all of us used the shit emoji, right? No, when we were in the chat.
No, that was
no,
you. That was you.
Well, we said before.
Get
but
to your
no-
question. Get to your question.
Okay.
And the
Anyway,
exploding head emoji.
all right. The 4-player mode that you guys have going on there. That's wow, amazing. Now, Was that influenced in any way from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge dropping the 6-player?
We've been working on this game for like 2.5 years. No.
There was no shoehorning with the 4-player mode.
Bro.
No, I just
it's a beat 'em up. It's an arcade experience. Like the more the merrier kind of thing. It's just in a game like River City Girls 2 and just even the first River City Girls, it isn't just a simple like quarter munching kind of arcade experience. There's all these stats.
Yep.
There's all this like save data that has to go into it, especially when you do that online.
Yeah.
Like that character that you're bringing over is a massive character. They have recruits with them. This time I think we've already revealed it, Colleen, about how we're handling recruits.
I think so.
I think so. Yeah,
I've read about the
whatever.
recruit thing,
So in this version, in the first one, if you beat somebody until they started begging, you can capture them as your recruit. Now you can have a tag team of 2 of them, but every time you capture one of them, you don't have to recapture them. They're going to be sitting at your hideout waiting for you. So it's almost like your Pokedex. So even that is like, that means your character is getting even more massive with all the stats, all the upgrades, all the accessories, items, all the recruits you bring with you.
Yeah.
So it is a much harder experience to make this work online. So
I can imagine.
we've been at it the whole time, but yeah,
Awesome.
4 players co-op is always what we wanted.
Right.
Even though we only did get it working, local, that was like, like 4 players is always what I wanted to do.
Okay.
It's just in the first game we had 2 characters. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay. So the 4-player is local only.
It is local only, yeah.
Okay.
And 2 players is online.
Yes.
2-player only.
Sweet.
It's like Streets Rage 4. That's great. That's good.
Yeah, the game is massive. As I always describe it in some of these interviews, it's like the Elden Ring of beat 'em up games. It's not it's not gonna feel like a normal beat 'em up game at all.
That is awesome.
It's cool.
Nice. Well, Elden Ring is probably getting Game of the Year, so being compared to it is something as a beat 'em up.
Oh, we won't be Game of the Year.
Yeah, you
We're
never
tooting our
know.
horn,
never
but
know.
we're
It's like-
Co-op Game of the Year.
Well, there's a deadline.
yeah.
You
Beat 'em up
gotta
of the
come
year.
out. You gotta come out between like now and like November something.
Yeah,
or something
it's
like
at
that.
the
That's
end of
the
November.
deadline.
They can
or
get it for
whatever.
2023.
Why not?
No, if you come out in the beginning of the year, they forget.
Streets of Rage 4 was nominated for I think Best Action, but it didn't win. I think.
Yeah.
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 Anytime I see it beat 'em up in an award category, it's like, come on, just fucking do it. Vote for him.
They just named them now. They just put them in there.
It's like, give me what I want.
It's like when you see a superhero movie like actor get nominated for best actor, you're like, yes, there it is.
He deserves it. Yeah.
Just the Joker.
I do see a question. Can you drop or share food in the hideouts? Hideouts, you can have, it's like the Resident Evil storage thing. You can put your food in there. So it's kind of like, hey,
Oh.
anybody
Oh, so you
who
can
wants to
share.
grab this, you can get it.
Oh, it's dope.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's
Nice.
pretty interesting.
I have a quick question. When it's 4 players, my voice is going. How do the shopkeepers and stuff interact? Like, do all 4 players, are they in the shop at the same time? And how does that dynamic work out? And is it like the dialogue like the same, or is it different depending on who you pick?
We can swap back and forth, Colleen.
So when you're shopping, you 2 people will show up at a time, but we do swap in who you see. And it does show your character. Like in the first game, even when you were the boys, it would show Misako and Kyoko in the shop. In this one, like every shop, every angle that you see from, like, because there's some that are the like looking up angle, some that are like showing the duo shopkeepers. All of those, like we have artwork for both in the background and in the foreground. So when people leave, the next person pops into the shop, and yeah, it's pretty swanky. I like it a lot. What was the second part of the question?
The dialogue between characters, especially like in 4 players, is it like depending on who talks to, like if there's random people standing around that you have to talk to, if Marion goes up there, is the dialogue different, or?
So in English, it's like for who is in first player and who's in second player. Those will be the 2 people bantering back and forth. But there are small differences between the players' dialogues, but to keep the story flowing, the same for everybody, it's yeah.
Yeah, it's the same dialogue. There are some dynamic things. Somebody saying, if they talk about Kunio's not going to talk about himself. But other than that, yeah, the story is way too just vast. That would have taken, I don't know. Like already we are, I think, at 3 times the amount of dialogue than the first game.
Ooh.
So the game is going to take you a bit. I'm not going to say any official how long the game will take, but our poor QA people cannot get through this game fast enough.
It's a lot.
Yep.
I could imagine.
So you asked them a question that obviously we all had in mind, the 4-player thing.
Right.
So last time you were on, Bannon, it was a 2-player game.
We were so young back then.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. And it was, I mean, obviously you guys were working behind the scenes on what you were doing. We don't know anything. But when we saw that Turtles came out and they said it was 6 players and it was online and offline, we were like, I wonder, like, this is just our conversation between us. He was like, I wonder if they called them and asked them how the hell they did get that working. Because you did say that getting the online portion of it to work was a very difficult task.
Yeah.
Especially getting it to work right. And on and offline co-op. And the way they pulled it off with like jumping into the game at any time is a feat that is not easily accomplished by anything I've ever seen, at home at least. And, you guys...
I mean, I could tell how they did it. It's because, like I was saying, their characters aren't going to have this vast amount of data that comes with them.
Okay.
Like, it's more of an arcade experience, which I'm not saying that's a fault at all. That game is amazing and I love it. But the fact that, as I have described it recently, it's like when you invite a friend over, like the Ninja Turtles game is you're inviting friends over and they just come over to your place. But River City Girls 2 is like you invite your friend to come stay the night and they bring like their sleeping bag and they bring their Nintendo and they bring their dog and they have a giant backpack and they have their own bed that they're dragging with them. You're like, oh shit, I didn't know you're going to bring all this stuff with you.
Yeah, a lot more info going around.
Yeah, so the Turtles game, a lot more simpler. Not only that in terms of the character data itself, but also the enemy data. There are a lot of foot soldiers kind of recycled over and over. And that's always fun because in that game, you can juggle for like what feels like infinity in that game.
Yeah.
Oh, we've done it.
Yeah.
And it's a linear
still been doing it.
move left to right kind of experience. This one, definitely not that. Especially in, I think we've discussed it before. Well, also, once again, fuck it, Colleen. We'll just say it if we haven't. When you are online, unlike a normal beat 'em up game, like, am I reaching here? Yeah. Like you share the screen. If I'm playing with Colleen could just take off out of the screen. So the levels are massive now. So the levels are a lot more horizontal and vertical. So if she wants to go fight her own group of enemies off screen, she can go do that. So she can be on her own little adventure doing her own thing. So
wow. Didn't know that.
So
That's cool.
Additionally, I think they had the opportunity to start with a new code base, whereas we were retrofitting an old code base that didn't have online to have online, which is always like a huge challenge. It's basically rewriting the game, but just every nook and cranny of it spreading out online into there. So, I mean, when you design with online in mind from the very beginning, that's a lot different than taking a game that didn't have it and putting it in.
yeah, like Colleen just said, the whole game got rewritten from the ground up.
Wow.
So when you guys
It
finally
wasn't
got-
a just press online and it works. Like, it just doesn't work that way.
Oh, damn it.
so what was the reaction when 4 players was actually happening?
That was kind of happening from the start. It was not anything like we surprised ourselves at one point. It was like, yeah, let's make it 4 players. I even screwed up one time in an earlier trailer, and I had player 1 and player 2 off to the side, showing that there was like empty space for 3 and 4 players.
shit.
People were like, "Oh, it's 4 players." I was like, "No,
Someone's gonna see that. I can imagine.
Always.
Oh, yeah.
So it
Why
already
did they
got
do that?
analyzed
Jump
and
to
stuff.
conclusions.
They're like, "Wait, there's space for like." I was like, "Ooh."
If
So
it's
yeah,
a frame,
that was
they'll find it.
Yeah, that was kind of a hint a long time ago. It was 4 players.
That would always be me because whenever I see beat 'em ups come out and they have a trailer, I'm like, oh, it looks good, and I'm always looking at where they put the your
The health
character,
bars and stuff,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, this room. I'm like, if they can mess around and drop 2 more in there if they really wanted to,
So yeah, definitely not because of turtles. It was just we just wanted to make sure 4 players actually worked with, like what I said, with all the nonsense that we have going.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I'm just so happy that people who are making beat 'em ups are doing it the right way.
Yeah.
Like you got the Streets of Rage 4 that comes out. Oh, Streets of Rage 4 is coming out, and then the other trailer. Oh, 4 players. Oh, this is crazy. Never had this happen before. Then Turtles does the same thing. Drops 6 players. River City now drops 4 players. It's like that's like a beat 'em up lover's dream.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
But that's just kind of more. Oh, sorry, man.
Real quick, in chat, Kevin Marble, that is our VFX artist. So all the awesome stuff that you see, all the VFX and big explosion, that's mostly Kevin here. There is a team, but also Kevin.
Dope.
Jeremy
Kevin.
Hobbs is our UI person. So all the awesome, even down to the food and stuff that you see in the game, and all the menu designs of the stores.
stickers.
That's Jeremy. Yeah.
Thank you, Jim.
Oh, you'll see the stickers.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
All right.
I need to read one of these questions from the chat.
Yeah, they're throwing a lot of questions. Let's get some chat questions.
I have
Say
one
thank
after.
you to for the sub. What was the name?
King Speaker, I thanked him already.
King Speaker.
Right, but
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Oh, he on it, baby.
All right. First one comes from boyfriend or no boyfriend.
Your
Any
boyfriend.
what?
I'm sorry. No, I'm just. Keep
Any chances for a River City Girls anime series?
Ooh, good question.
We've been
That would
asked
be
this
so
one
cool.
so many times. We would love it.
You got the art down already.
I got a
would love to
question.
see it.
Yeah, I
Probably
mean,
awesome.
honestly, we want to see these characters. People really responded to these characters really quickly and really just they found them to be lovable, and I would love them to be everywhere. I want Kyoko O cereals.
so you're
Taco
aware.
O's.
So you're aware of the River City Girls live stage play in Japan?
Oh, there is one.
Yes,
Yes. My
that's
friend,
delightful.
yeah, my friend Jonathan Holmes even wrote a Destructoid article trying to figure out if they could send me there
Yeah.
so I can go watch it.
Really?
Yeah.
Of
that
course,
would be
Colleen,
awesome.
I would stuff you in the luggage and bring you with me.
I fit.
Yeah, you would.
How cool is that, though? That
That's
must be-
awesome. Flattering.
That's
It's
crazy.
surreal. It's really weird. But I'm into it.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long-standing series. I was going to ask, I don't know if we asked you this before because you've been on multiple times. But I was going to say, do you prefer the chibi style, the super deformed look of the original, or the recent spinoffs like River City Girls? What was the one you guys played with the chibi?
I have an idea what the
Sagas?
answer's going to be.
River
Sagas?
City Saga.
Ark
City Sagas had
actually
that too,
sent
yeah.
me some of these little. These are like the
That's
back of the
the
phone
original.
kind
The
of like
original.
holder.
It's pretty cool.
I'm actually looking at some perler bead art that's on my wall right there. It is. I've got little Kunio right underneath big Kunio. I had to be kind of convinced that we should do the taller, bigger characters when River City Girls was pitched to me hey, we want to make it this way, and I was like, I don't know if people are gonna like that. I grew to love it right away. But for me, I would say I kind of like the taller ones for fighting, for beat 'em up, because punching with little tiny chibi arms and legs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in Underground, I had to really exaggerate and stretch out arms, make them get bigger, just so I can have a hitbox that wasn't just a Rubik's Cube size thing in front of them. So, but if I were to ever do a sports title with a River City sports title, I would want the chibi guys.
Yeah.
Because you don't need long limbs at all for that.
Heck yeah.
You should put a dodgeball mini game.
Dodgeball
in
and
River City
soccer.
Girls.
Hey, you don't know. It could be in there. You know.
A chibi one. A chibi
Yeah.
one.
Like Dodgeball Academia.
Yep.
Well, that's where a lot of stuff came from back then.
Yeah.
All from, well, we didn't even know it was a Kunio thing. We were like, oh, River City people in it.
Yeah, we didn't even know. We were just like, oh, they look like okay.
We were dumb.
But funny enough, Kunio's actual face, it turned out that the original Kunio, his just whatever, little chibi version, is the exact same size as our big Kunio face. So a lot of the animations, our lead animator, Kay, snuck in the same like gross kind of faces when he gets hit, because it turned out he has the same exact face, same
Same
pixels
size
and
head.
everything.
That's funny.
Yeah, I definitely got used to the new look of it. I don't mind the deformed look, but I like how it
The
evolved.
deformed look was played off better in Underground. Like you were saying with the especially like with the character that does all the Street Fighter moves. I think what was his name? Glenn, maybe.
Glenn, yes.
Yeah, he like that's as far as they could like really stretch out.
That's my best friend in real life.
Oh, really?
Does he do those moves?
He cannot do any of that.
But I found like the chibi characters work best when they had that's why they had the weapons.
One of the weapons.
The weapons made the like, at least from one I
For River City Saga.
Sagas, yeah.
Well, they can coexist though.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Who else?
It works well. Any more chat questions, or you want to go?
Tons of chat questions.
Let's
Okay.
let's get some of the
Yeah,
chat.
it's good.
All right.
Some good stuff.
Well, besides the 4-player co-op, what new game mechanics are we most excited for?
Oh, really?
Oh, us?
Asking us?
I think that it's a general question,
Okay. Oh, I guess you can ask them as well.
and they can give us some.
Well, from what you've heard, from what they've told us already, what excites you most about it? And then we can ask you guys if you want to talk about stuff you haven't. But for me, the day and night cycles, I read it. I don't know if they show. I mean, was it in a trailer? It was told when they did the trailer drop. But I had a question about that. Do the characters or enemies get stronger during the nighttime, or do they drop more money or anything? Is there a difference in gameplay?
I swear that's something that Colleen might have slapped my hand about, like not to go too overboard with nighttime. And not only that, gameplay wise, I didn't want it to turn into that Simon's curse kind of thing where every time it turns into nighttime, you're like, fuck. Like it changes. Yeah, it changes visually what's happening, but I didn't want people to actually like get annoyed by nighttime.
Gotcha.
For whatever might happen there. There are some secret things, but
Like,
I won't say anything because they're secret.
Like maybe homeless people come out at night?
Why is that a secret?
Why?
Why is that a kept secret?
Why is that a thing?
Because like during the day they're not going to fight you, but during the night
But
they might
how is
try to
that a
take some
secret?
money.
Homeless people.
I'm just
How is that a secret?
that's like a difference you could do day and night in the beat 'em up. I'm just
Chalk, take his beer away. Just take- and then cut his mic. Thank you.
I was gonna say something like maybe a different store opens or something, but you're like, oh, homeless people pop out.
different enemy. Different enemies or something.
So I was actually going to look into making stores open only at nighttime and stuff like that. But then if the place that you want to shop at is like closed down for in real time for like 20, 30 minutes, you're like, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks. So in theory, people want that, but then when you actually experience, you're like, I didn't want this at all.
Right.
Just give me the store. I want to go in there.
Maybe there's a secret knock that they can answer in the daytime.
Yeah. I will say in this game, the first game had a couple secrets. This one, I would be flabbergasted. Sorry for the colorful language, but I would be flabbergasted.
Sorry, we'll bleep
If
that out.
everybody found all the secrets. The first maybe 2 playthroughs.
Oh, so you got to play it quite a few times to get everything.
Yes.
Near Automata, and it takes like 5 years to figure them out.
Yeah.
Now, beat 'em ups have a lot of replay value, so that's good. That's cool.
This one sounds like it has a massive,
Absolutely.
which is dope because it's fun. It's dope.
I didn't even tell QA where some of the secrets were, and even though they needed to know where some of these were so they could 100% the game to make sure it works. So I was like, I ain't telling you shit. I want to see if you guys can find it.
You figured it out.
Like, you get it 90%. I consider that one. You did everything but
And
find
I
the
had to
secret.
cave in and give them actual info because some of them couldn't find it.
That's funny.
Like, I'll be like, let me find it. I'll do that part.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys don't
There's
need to do that.
100% now.
You're
good.
100% tomorrow.
Is there an art book for this game? And if so, can I get my hands on it? How do I get it?
Colleen.
Have we
think we
talked
said
about
it.
that?
Yeah,
Did we
No,
say
we
it?
have. Yeah,
Okay.
there is an art book coming out.
Yeah.
We can't say anything about it,
Damn it.
like the look of it or anything, but it looks great.
Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks, Bannon.
Well, that's good to know.
I
The
appreciate
first time
it.
I've heard about the art book. So yeah, all right. All right.
That's good to know that it's actually coming out.
He said it looks great.
I did put in some art and behind the scenes stuff in the actual game that you could find in your adventures. I won't tell you how, but there is in the phone app itself, there is a thing called, and we've talked about this before, Colleen, I think. There is Snapper and Honker. Honker is your Twitter. So that's kind of like how you can tell what you're supposed to do in the game. You get honks. It'll make the little honk at the bottom, and you'll see, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. Because the world got so much bigger, I didn't want people getting too lost, because even in the first game that's more linear kind of, people still got lost. So it tells you where to go. But Snapper is kind of like your Instagram, and that will show you like artwork that you could find throughout the game for doing certain things or finding it, secret things that I'm not trying to spoil. So yeah. So you'll see some art in the game too.
All right, cool.
Look for it at night.
And Welcome to Playtime says Limited Run Games has the art book listed.
Yeah,
There we go.
it's in the store.
I already ordered. I ordered it for PlayStation 5 on the on Limited Run, and I'm sure I'll get it next year.
Yeah. If you ordered the, yeah, if you
I
ordered
literally
it now.
got the first one
Yeah.
like when this one was supposed to come out or something.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
so that's something I would love to speak about is how Limited Run Games does things. They want to make sure if we're in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, there's no power or whatever, if you get that copy of the game, there shouldn't be any updates that you need. That is forever, like physical edition. Like you don't need to update this at all.
So it's the end
So
of
that's
the,
why sometimes
gaming
things
edition.
take a while, because
Right.
it's like, do your patches. We will put out the game. We don't want to put out a game that you have to update,
I did
Right.
not
just
know
in case zombies take over and you only have your PlayStation 5 and no internet.
that. So I have
That's the reason why it
considerably
takes
the complete version of it. Okay,
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
because I have the other one on Switch, but I got that one too.
Not bad.
Yeah, so I had to make a match and order the second one for PlayStation 5, and I got 10% off on Steam because that's going on.
Look at this
promotion's
guy
going on.
bragging that he's got a PlayStation 5.
Just bragging.
He's got two of them. Let me stop.
Let me stop. I'm joking.
It's got a whole room full of them. That's why no one can get them.
Imagine. Would you like one better?
Wow.
Double the price.
I've got one over there.
There you go. There you go.
He's like, but you don't have another one.
This
It
is
doesn't
true.
count unless you have another one.
Exactly.
Speaking of PS5, I think River City Girls 2 is listed for coming out PS4, PS5, the Switch as well. What is your experience developing this game for all those consoles? Is one of them easier than the other?
Colleen.
Online
So-
challenges? Anyone want?
Oh, there we go.
The newer consoles are the newer consoles as well as PC are definitely easier to develop for. The Switch is like a glorified Android tablet. So it's definitely the min spec, and it's harder to optimize for and to make it run as good as everything else, which is a shame because it's it's like the good screen, like work screen is bad screen and Switch is good screen, but PS4 and Xbox One, that's the old one, right?
Yep.
Don't even
Those
know.
Yeah. Those ones are like they have a handful of problems, but they're just like unique. Like why is that? That's so weird, but okay. And then they're pretty easily addressable. But yeah, the new consoles and the PC generally are just the easiest ones to make stuff for because they have more RAM and more memory, and they're just nicer all around.
Not bad. So
I did see somebody talk about like pixel games need to be optimized on Switch. Very much so, especially when they
Yeah.
need to run online and they have HD VFX and stuff like that on top of it.
nice. Yeah, that makes sense. Is it safe to say that the PS5 version is going to run at 60 frames, and the Switch is probably going to run at 30 frames?
I think we have the Switch running at like a good 4 frames per second. Right now. That's enough for everybody to play. Everybody gets 1 frame.
love
Star
it.
Fox was 4 frames.
Yeah, what we're doing right now is a lot of optimization stuff. Like, just like, I mean, it doesn't ruin anything. It's like one of the scenes I need to make the animation lesser because there's a huge crowd of people. So I need to try to figure out, like, the Switch is having a hard time with this, Bannon. Could you not give us like 12 frames of animation on this? So it's stuff like that. Like, that's what we're trying to make sure this game is going to run as optimized as possible.
That's awesome.
And is the 4-player mode like the real game, or is it like an extra part?
Oh,
No,
good question.
so how online works, this is what Colleen was saying before, how we needed to rewrite the entire game. If I punch somebody and I'm playing with Colleen, that info needs to get sent to Colleen on her side of things all the way in New York. She receives it like, I see you punch that person, and then bounces that back to me. So that's the whole ping thing, is like, okay, we got that info. But the fact that all these characters have so much data also, it's like, hey, I punched him with my fire elemental upgrade thing, and I have this, blah, 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 and I have these recruits. Like, did you see all that? Yeah, I saw that, Bannon. That's how online works. But for us to make this game work with the new engine, why we needed to rewrite it, it needs to work both online and offline. So Billy, the guy who made our online, he called it the simulation. When you're in person playing on the couch, it still should play exactly the same way as it does online. So even if I'm sitting next to Colleen, I punch somebody, that character now receives that info. So everything has to work exactly online and offline the same exact way. So it's been fun.
Yeah. If the character drops out of the game mid playthrough, does that render it useless? Do you have to start the stage over, or is it just going to continue?
No.
They just, you need to go duty. Go ahead and go duty.
And can you join again?
The game just keeps going. Yeah,
Can
you can
join
hop back in
mid-play?
if you want.
Cool. Okay.
Are there
And this time, to make it easier, when you come back, you can pick a different character if you want. So at the top. So
that's cool.
every time you die or get KO'd, I never know what we call it, Colleen. If you're just KO'd or dead, I just call it KO'd. When you're KO'd and you come back, you don't have to play as Kyoko again. You can switch it up. So.
That's cool. Is that like too many characters in that?
And speaking of characters, you guys announced a heck of a lot more than what you originally announced.
Heck of two.
Yeah, I mean, that is more. So I know that you guys have a lot of characters in the game that you are able to use in the game as far as licensing. What is the thing that caused you not to be able to use them in the game as characters, or do you have freedom to do so if they're in the game?
It just, what do you mean? That was a very cryptic question.
I was trying to understand myself.
Yeah.
If you have characters in the game that aren't playable, is what I'm
Okay.
saying. What caused you to make them not playable, or are they accessible if you had the choice to put them in?
The fact that making one character takes like 3 months.
Wow.
It's a lot. It's a lot of
Wow.
animation
Yeah.
and coding, and it's a lot.
That's
there's
oh yeah, go ahead, Colleen.
I mean, like, there's, certainly characters we'd love to, like, make, but it wouldn't be feasible with the schedule, which is, like, my mantra. It's not feasible with our schedule.
Yeah. Not only that, it costs a lot of money to just make a character. Like, each character has, I wonder if I could actually just look this up. I don't even know how many animations the character has, but it's absurd. That's why, like, even down to Kyoko and Misako, they are shorter. I'm looking up at their, like, little characters above me. They are shorter than Ricky and Kunio. So that meant their hands are slightly higher. That meant somebody had to go in now for the boys and move up and make sure the weapons all lined up with their hands. So Kyoko and Misako kind of keep their hands exactly in the same way. Same with Ricky and Kunio. But then we added Pruvi, who's much shorter, and then Marion, who's much taller. So even just putting a weapon in the hand takes like weeks, maybe months.
Jeez.
So
Wow. Oh, wow.
it's not 3D. We can't just go click hand. Like, Unity just looks at pixels and is like, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. It's just a bunch of squares. Like, what do you want me to do with this?
That is
And I'm
interesting.
counting 77 animations for Profi.
77 animations. Ooh.
And that's just the animations, not the frames. So
Yeah, each one of those 77 has, like, anywhere from 2 to
18.
18 frames in it.
Jesus.
So
Remember back
So-
when they had when Streets of Rage had that ad, and it showed you each frame of their animation,
Oh, yeah.
and it was like so hyped on five animations. That they had. But I remember
the animation.
I remember it on the page. They had it all on there.
Wow. So like, I never knew it took that long to animate one particular character. So every time I ask us to get put in a video game, I sound so obnoxious.
Yes.
We just need,
Yes, you do.
really, we just need
Nah,
3
just put the
frames.
face-
Just 3
put the
frames.
face
We're
on
good.
someone that's already created. We don't mind. But I was gonna say, so River City Girls, you guys decided that, and not River City like Ransom or River City Guys, but you had the guys in the game, and I never understood why you guys didn't like hype that up more, because a lot of people who don't know that they're in the game, and it might have been like, oh, I don't want to play as the girls, I don't know them, blah blah blah. I would play as the River City dudes, as Kunio and what do you call
Ricky.
them? Ricky and
Used to be Alex and Ryan,
yeah, Alex and Ryan.
which
But
sounds weird.
but some people would probably be like, I would have played it if they were in the game, and they don't even know they were in the game because it was a secret. Sorry,
I don't think a lot of people. I was just talking about this yesterday. I don't think a lot of people even knew River City Ransom in the first place. Like River City Girls is probably a lot of people's first time playing the game or seeing these characters in the first place.
So it's a new introduction to. Okay.
Yeah, not only that, we were the 50th title. If they want to play as the guys, they have 49 other games starting.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah.
a long running series. Yes.
Yeah. So
But I
we were
was
officially
shocked.
the 50th one.
When we got to the end, I was shocked. I was like, dude, they're in here.
I was shocked those were the same guys.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to playing the little ones with the
Yeah.
short legs
The
and
stubby
big,
ones.
Yeah,
You see
stubby
them like a
ones.
regular
I was like, oh shit, they're in the game. That's awesome.
I had
proportioned.
no idea.
Yeah.
So you know what Kunio and Ricky are in Girls? He is mostly all the sports titles moves and some Double Dragon stuff. Ricky is like an updated version of River City Ransom moves. So
Okay. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
That's my dude's Ricky, so yeah, I'm probably gonna. use
I always love the double dragon,
The knee, man.
the little the homage of the knee.
The knee.
Oh, the knee's
Sound,
great.
Yeah.
And Cyclone Spin
sound.
Click. Oh god.
When
Yeah.
I think it was Misako had the knee in the first one, and I said, "Oh shit!" I said, "And the sound." I said, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, because we've seen
Her
people
up
put
heavy.
the knee in.
Yeah, yes.
We've seen people with the knee in
it
other
does that.
games.
I love
And
that
whatever
sound.
It has to have the sound.
If it doesn't have the sound, it doesn't. What's
Because
the
we've
point?
seen it. We've seen it in like
It's the
some
same
recently. I was
sound
like, that's
from Dodgeball as well when you do
Oh, really?
the super throws.
That
Yeah.
the spike.
Yep.
There's
Hell
something about it. I don't know what
It's
it
a
is.
great sound.
I don't care how like advanced graphics get in the future. I just
That's
want
not
to hear that sound. I don't care. Don't
Well,
update the
it's an
sound.
iconic-
Just keep the sound.
It's an iconic sound. It's like
Great
the
sound.
I imagine
Pac-Man
you-
freaking punch. I mean, punch.
Well, I'll give you to like 85, like on your deathbed, just laying there. You're like, bring me the sound. It's the only thing you want before you go. You
One
hear
last
it.
time.
Single tear rolls down your
One
face.
last
It'll be the
time.
last sound you hear.
It'll
I'd be
blend
like-
in with the sound
I'd be like,
of the
yes. Ah!
It'll be in black. It'll be in black and white. It's that's how you hit him at the end.
Oh, Double Dragon 2?
That's the best ending.
Dude,
That was it.
one of the most epic fights at the end, dude. It's so
Even
great.
his most cheesy. No, it's the most cheesy fight.
Oh, no, it's cheap. I
But the
mean,
last hit is the best
Oh,
way to
yeah.
end the game ever.
black and white in the.
When you catch it with a knee, it's great.
Yeah,
You know, he's kicking you and he come up with a knee. He's like, okay.
Yeah, it sucks if you just punch him and it does that.
Yeah. It's got to be a spin kick.
Any
or
news
something.
on any Double Dragon games coming out?
You knew it was gonna happen.
You just flat out
I'm
just said it.
sorry.
Listen, Marion's in
Wow.
the game. Marion's in the game.
Marion
I
is
always know because I always get so nostalgic, and I'm like, damn. Anyone want to tell me?
I would love to give you news. I would love to work on a Double Dragon game.
You're not satisfied with Double Dragon 4?
That didn't come out.
Double Dragon 4 came out a long time ago. A long time ago, way before that one.
The fact that Marion's in this game gets me excited, though.
That's true.
And I saw a picture of what did I see a picture of? One of the clones of the Double Dragons from Part 2 doing dialogue or some shit in a screenshot. I was like, ooh, more.
In our game?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, confirm. Yeah, Shadow.
What games? He's like, what is that? What happened?
You sure it was that? Yeah.
I was like, ooh. I was like,
I was like, are you sure?
I was like, wait. Yes. Okay, good.
Well, it's not the green guy, whoever that is.
Oh, Jeff? No, it's not,
Not
Jeff.
Jeff.
Is
That's
it
the guy
Jeff?
with the gun. No, that's the guy with the gun.
What do they call him? Who's the green guy, Bannon?
Green or yellow?
Green.
There's a green-
Sonny's
there's a-
the yellow, right?
Sunny's yellow. I didn't know there was a green one.
Yeah.
He's a suntan green
But he's
guy.
like
He's an enemy, though.
He's an enemy,
He
but
looks
they
just
keep
like
making him playable in these fan-made games.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
I think they call him Jeff. I think. But Jeff's the
We'll
guy
go
with the
with
gun.
Jeff.
He's the guy with the gun.
Jeff's with a gun.
My name is Jeff.
Sometimes Willie.
We can go with Jeff.
Sometimes they call him Willie.
Willie. Oh God.
Oh, they-
Worst name ever. One Eye Willie. Pop. That's from Big Willie.
Somebody did ask about mini games. We did put mini games in this, but they were asking if I could put any mini game in there. I would love somehow to incorporate the motorcycles from the early Kunio games.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, we had. We were struggling. We were struggling.
What?
And River City Zero with the
On Zero, that
motorcycle.
the bike was rough. We were stuck there for a little bit.
Oh, we were dying so much.
Because there's a long.
I'd love to
there's
do
long
like a
stages.
full-on road rash kind of
Yes.
game.
Road Rash. is
Yes.
awesome.
Road Rash was my jam when I was very itty bitty.
Yo, Road Rash 2 was like,
Why did it stop? Like why?
I don't know, man.
We got
either.
older. And then they came out with the hog race ones, like those ugly
Nah,
bikes.
I would play Road Rash 2 on Genesis right now.
It's fun.
You gotta have ninjas and Kawasaki's. You can't have those big you can't have those other bikes.
But they don't have to go crazy with the graphics, you know. They don't have to go crazy with it. Just
But they had
They could do it.
I just got it actually on the computer. It's Road Redemption or something like that. It's
not
like
the
a
same.
spiritual successor to it, and you can pop them off the bike with it. It was kind of fun. It was fun.
It's not
But yeah, you need to put that in.
We'll get on top of it.
Look, guys, quick question. Does Marion have a mood where she like punches a dude in the gut and then puts them on her shoulder like they used to do her in the arcade?
That would be amazing, actually.
She does punch a little lower.
Oh,
Revenge.
one of those.
Yep.
We love to see it.
And if you could pull off her parry move, you'll enjoy that animation as well.
Yes. But she died in Double Dragon 2, though.
She got
They
resurrected.
She got
resurrected her
resurrected,
with
though.
the
She get
By the
resurrected.
power of the
Is
dragon.
that the story?
By the power of the dragon. Yeah.
Yep.
That's the story.
We don't need an explanation.
That's what we're going with.
That is
Yeah.
I don't know
That's what we're
about
going with.
I don't know about the arcade of Double Dragon 2, but
No, she got
in the
gunned down.
S1, she's
No, in our case, she got gunned
God
down.
resurrected her and stuff. Thought that was foul.
I actually just for I don't know if I could say it. I did write an article about Marion, and I went over her just tragic backstory of all the things she's been through just hanging out with these two dudes. She's a meat grinder.
It makes complete sense while she's ripped and angry and beating everyone up
She has
now.
to
It's
fight
like-
now. She's tired.
I mean, that's kind of we incorporated that. Like,
yes.
That's awesome.
so
the
that's
best
why
way
I was
to
like,
do it.
when you see the parry, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm kind of encouraged to pick her.
She's not going to be a victim
I actually want to
anymore.
pick her, Kunio, and I used Misako in the first one. She was a lot of fun, and she had the knee. So I mean,
Yeah, my character's in there.
Well, because of that, how you said I want to play as Marion, like when we finally got Marion and Provy working, I was like, ooh, shit, these characters are really good. So we went back and gave all the original characters like a glow up. Like everybody has new moves. All their stuff like has been reworked since we had to do everything from scratch. I was like, well, yeah, let me get in there and like things now combo more into each other. They do a lot more chaining and stuff like that, but they do have new moves as well. So everybody does. It should feel like a new experience for people that did play the first one, but it'll feel familiar enough to where it's like, oh, I know how to use this character, and they play a lot better this time.
That's dope. I think in the trailer, the thing that excited me that I saw a lot of is that in the co-op I saw one character beating someone up and they pop him up.
Oh, that was juggling.
And then the player two took over and started whooping that ass, and I was like, oh, I love it.
Yep.
I love it when they put that in games.
Oh,
when
the
they
air
say-
combos?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
the air
like the
fighting
second.
was
They
good.
had that in Shaolin Monks. Shaolin Monks,
Yeah.
like you throw them up in the air, then the other player comes in and just
Yeah.
Oh, I
So you just said two things that funny story is, so the trailer footage is me doing all that stuff with
Nice.
my buddy. And that is actually what you saw was online, because he's over in Santa Clarita. He's like 40 minutes by WayForward office, and I'm over here. So that was online that you were watching. So we didn't like, hey, this is online footage that you're seeing. It was just like, yeah, it works. So all that stuff that you could do, all that quick comboing, that was done
Nice.
just online with each other. But the other thing that you're saying, are you talking about Shaolin Monks, the Mortal Kombat game?
Yeah.
yeah.
That was the first River City Girls game. The combat was done by James Gintu, who worked on Shaolin Monks. So
So there's a connection
Oh,
there.
yeah,
That's
see?
crazy.
It's all coming together.
It's all now. It all makes
Oh.
sense.
Wow, that's pretty
that was
cool.
one of his first games, I believe, that he worked on.
Wow.
Damn.
Shaolin
That's a
Monks
hell of a
was
first game.
That's a hell of a
Wait.
first game.
Waiting for a sequel for that for a long time.
That game is
man.
awesome, and it doesn't get talked about enough.
Nope.
Wow.
Never does. Never does.
Until now, we gotta talk about it.
Yeah, true.
Wow.
That's awesome.
WayForward working on Shaolin Monks 2.
With NetherRealm Studios.
How would that work? Yeah.
Wow.
Is there co-op moves?
Good question.
Did you show it?
No, I mean, kind of, yes. I was looking into that. That was probably a Colleen, stop it, Bannon. That would take us like 3 more months. It's in the trailer, though. So before you were able to grab somebody from the front,
I saw
if
that.
you grab them from the back, if you grab them from the back, you put them in the full Nelson.
And the other one goes.
So you
They can
can,
do it. Okay.
That's cool.
yeah, over at PAX, I was trying to see how many punches somebody could pull off. And I believe my buddy Gerard, I mean, he's a completionist, so he's good at video games. I think his record was like 34 punches in a row.
Nice.
Wow.
So
Jeez.
you're going to have to go fast.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Okay.
Very cool.
All right.
Are there any moves that all 4 people can do?
Well, all
Like
at the
together.
same time.
Yeah.
You know how sad that would be if somebody doesn't have 3 friends that could never pull that off? No. There's not a player.
I saw it in Golden Axe, the
Oh, they all grab in this.
Golden
They
Axe,
do
the
like a power
arcade
bomb or
one. Yeah,
something, right?
Revenge of Death Out or
I
something.
like the shield.
And they all did. They all threw him up or something. Yeah, it was some weird move.
And that was. It's also in TMNT Out of the Shadows for 360. It's a shell.
Oh, they could
bomb.
all
Yeah,
run into him.
yeah. And they had some tag moves in there.
I mean,
too.
you never really see it anyway. So
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that
hard
was
to pull off.
like stuff like that. I never wanted somebody that didn't have enough friends, like little, or even have enough friends that had this game, like to not experience something. So like when I played like Little Big Planet 3, I was playing it by myself because a lot of friends didn't buy that. It would show me like, hey, get 3 players and you can pull this thing. I was like,
that's
Want this
incentive to meet
achievement if
people.
you get 2
You go
friends.
outside and like, hey guys, nice to meet you. You want to play some Little Big Planet?
Find a friend.
Find a friend.
Stop telling me to find a friend.
That would be the best friend ever. Be like, yeah, sure. I'll come and play some Little Big Planet.
Could you imagine, like,
would
midway
suck.
through the game, it just keeps telling you, if you
Yeah.
three players, it'll be
Especially
like,
the game
just
you-
leave me alone.
If it
just
starts-
approaching kids
you
at
got
the
a friend
park.
yet?
You want to play a game?
It starts texting people.
Yeah.
We have a player who's looking for a friend.
And,
That's on Xbox.
and on top of that,
Puts it on
also
Twitter.
with the trying to make it more playable is the lowest setting of difficulty. That is what I consider the Colleen setting. So we have sheets that like, hey, here's the HP of enemies and stuff. That was Colleen. You do whatever you want for that to make sure you can get through the game and not have to be like an expert. Because I did see people on streams like not get past certain things because it was too arcadey, Bannon combo-y. It's like, yeah, just there's an easier now mode that you can get through if you want to see cute anime girls beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, there was some bosses in the first one who I could see beating the hell out of someone, and it won't get past them.
Yeah, and that was fixed in this version. You can get items and stuff like that, bring it with you. You can go to the hideout. So before you even face the first boss. So
Wow.
Does James Brown Abobo make a return?
Wow. Yes.
Wow.
I was actually
who I
gonna
always
ask
called the Bo Bro.
Bro.
that. And you know which talk. You know which version.
he knows
He
it's
knows the
James
version.
Brown.
If you watch the last podcast that you were on, yes.
we put that.
Yes.
I put the side.
It's
by side.
James
It is
Brown
James
as
And
a
I still refuse. I still refuse.
It's because
No,
they
it
had
is-
Arnold and then it was James Brown was the other one.
Why would it be James?
Because it was James. It looked just like him.
It was the long hair and
We never
the
did the.
He had the permed hair and all
we
that.
never had the pole.
his face
Wait,
looked like him though.
Which one are you talking about?
He's talking about the
Double
the-
Dragon
Yeah,
2.
Double Dragon
In
too.
the
When you're in the
helicopter
helicopter.
fight?
The helicopter.
Yeah.
He's not
The guy that
black.
looks like Danny Trejo?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we
I get it,
go.
yeah, but
The
at
not,
the time,
the
no,
not
yeah,
black of Bobo.
but you got to go back in time though. James Brown was the icon that
That's
you know,
James Brown.
The not black of Bobo is James Brown. Okay.
I actually call him Danny Trey Bobo.
Yes. Oh man.
I called him James Brown before I even met you, and then I found out that you called him
And I
James
said,
Brown.
No,
I was
it's
like,
James Brown. We
Dude.
called him James Brown.
I used to call him James Brown all the time.
The Arnold Schwarzenegger references in the first River City.
Oh, yeah.
Ransom.
Oh yeah, of course,
Hilarious.
yeah, absolutely.
oh yeah.
Hilarious.
Bannon did the voice.
Yep.
Wait, which one? What?
The
For the cyborg.
Oh, the cyborg. Oh, yes.
Bannon-
Colleen does a couple of enemy voices too.
Awesome. Is it like?
Yeah, Colleen, do the Arnold voice.
I swear, if Colleen did some shit like that, I would fall out of my chair.
You just did it. You talked all
Oh,
right.
damn it! Oh.
You hear it here first, guys.
That's amazing.
That was perfect.
That's gonna be on
Colleen.
TikTok in 2 days.
That was priceless.
Colleen, look behind you, Colleen. So you didn't see her mouth moving, but yeah.
Bannon, how many characters are you voice act for this one?
I don't know.
It's at least 7.
Oh, shit.
If not 8.
Yeah, I honestly don't know because some of them I was being like, I want to voice this one, and then somebody that's really good did it instead of me. I was like, sure, whatever.
I'm guessing it's a lot cheaper to do the voices yourself than hire voice actors, right?
Well, so we do. So when we do pay them, sometimes it goes by really fast, and like, can you do another one while you're in the booth? Or like, sure. So we do get them to record. So some of the shopkeepers are done by some of the main cast as well, because it's like, hey, do you want to try to voice this character? And they're like, yeah, it doesn't take them more than like 10 minutes or whatever to do it.
Right.
So sometimes those little roles, I was like, I want to do this voice. They're like, well, we already did it. Yeah. So I don't know how many I ended up doing.
We did 4 named ones, and then you did miscellaneous enemies, and I think you did like another 4 enemies.
Gotcha. So which ones? I can't even remember.
You did the. You were the cop, right, in the first one?
Yes, that is my high pitch. It's my high pitch Popeye voice. It's just Popeye.
That shit always killed me.
Every time you.
Wow, here we go. Wow. Yeah, that's all it is.
I love it.
Yeah, the Arnold voice. Somebody's asking about the Arnold voice. It's like he says hasta la vista, like Arnold, whatever. So it's always some weird, like messed up version of all that. So it's like, no, it's still the bang bang on the. It's just like, that's what you get out of it.
I want to play the game again.
Seriously. It should have got more run. We gotta put. I mean, the new one's coming out fairly soon. Actually, when is the new one coming out?
Yo.
You like how I did you see how slick that was?
No.
That was slick. That was slick.
I like the
That was a bad
segue. I
segue.
like
Come
the
on.
segue.
Yeah.
That
Bad
wasn't slick
segue.
at all.
As you could tell, we can't. We
Of
can't say
course.
anything
Can't talk,
about it, but
yeah.
as you could also tell, we are on the cusp of it because got to make sure it runs good.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Everyone always gets upset like when games are like delayed and stuff like that. It's like, no. First of all, my backlog. I just beat Bayonetta 1. All right, so like my backlog is crazy. So if someone needs to delay shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's fine.
Guys, I think Christmas. I think Christmas. Okay.
I like how you're giving them dates.
What was that? No, don't do that. Don't.
No, I saw the Japanese version is like December 3rd. That's what I saw something like an article. That's all.
Look at you, just
I
like
always remind people, like you said, go check out your library on your PS4 or PS5, and you're
Knock it
gonna
out.
see thousands of games you haven't even touched.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
We will be coming out, and you will enjoy it, and it'll be an amazing.
it'll be worth the
experience.
wait.
Oh, yeah.
That matters.
Easily worth the wait. I'll play through part 1 again because I forgot some stuff. I gotta get my knowledge back up.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Like,
So-
I can see people being like, just release it broken.
Yeah. Release it with the glitches. What? I want
Just
to play
release it with 2 characters. You add the others later.
And that is something I believe we talked about Colleen too. It is, I've maybe said it or let it slip a couple times. It is crossplay. So it is, we have to
is
make sure
crossplay.
that PS5 is able to talk to that Switch. Like, that
Wow.
needs to
PS5
work.
and Switch.
That's got to be hard as hell.
Wow.
And the Switch doesn't blow up? Let me stop.
It's funny because a lot of people who say, okay, crossplay works, it's usually PC, Xbox. PC, Xbox, PlayStation, maybe Xbox. Switch is never usually included in that.
PlayStation never wanted to be crossplay. It's still against it. But
Yeah.
You guys got it to go. That's awesome.
dope.
But
That's awesome.
So it doesn't matter what
And
you
there's
get
a
it for.
lot of behind the scenes stuff of making all that stuff work with all these different, you know,
man, I can imagine.
companies and stuff like that. But we're doing our best.
Awesome.
That's
You guys are
fantastic.
killing it. Definitely killing it.
Awesome.
Any other questions in the chat?
Tons of questions in the chat.
Ooh,
Well, let's
go.
hit up the questions in the
yeah,
chat.
man.
Contra 5. Contra 5, maybe?
So, question from the chat. Will Marion and Provi have New Game Plus dialogue since they aren't unlocked from the very beginning, or will you have to unlock them in New Game Plus as well?
No, you. I don't know. I don't know how much I want to say about a game. Like what happens after the game. What happens after you beat a game that isn't even released yet.
You can plead the fifth.
Yeah, go, no, you can tell us.
The Rock did it for his movie. He talked about the end before it
I'm
came
not saying
out.
anything. Wait until the game comes out, and then we'll talk about what happens after you beat the game that's not even
There you
released.
go.
Yes, no need to talk about that.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Play the game.
We want to play. We want to play. Want to see that?
Quick question.
Stuff
'cause
happens at the end.
The chat seems like they really want to know, is it cross-saving possible between consoles?
Say that again, Kev.
Cross-play? I mean, sorry, cross-save. Cross-save.
Because he's a cross-raving. Like, what the hell does that mean?
Cross-raving.
Oh, like
Cross-save.
Spear away.
no, it's because that would require like a whole like WayForward account kind of like
Yeah.
like an EA. We're not doing that. Kind
Yeah,
of
that's a
stuff.
cloud thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
More questions.
Hold on, I'm looking.
Hurry up.
I'm trying.
Wow.
I'm just trying to make sure it's something that they haven't answered already. You know.
I think I saw one that I was going.
You guys
What was
were
it?
right. He is.
Hurry up.
He is.
I can't. I don't have the thing in front of me. I don't have the thing in front of me.
Yeah. Okay.
He is the tank character. Look how slow he's going.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm made for this.
There's truth in my assessments. There's truth in my assessments.
Oh man.
10 characters never quick, man.
I got to scroll all the way back up this chat.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, will there be a boss rush mode?
No boss rush mode. Simple.
There you go.
Any other modes in the game besides campaign?
Right now it is campaign. I'm always trying to think ahead if we can ever do DLC or whatever. That whole menu is set up for if we ever do anything else. This menu is ready for it, but right now it is just campaign story mode.
Cool.
Okay.
So there is space.
We did put in a training mode, kind of. One of the very first scenes that you come across is the training dojo. So go in there. There's a Tiger Man in there that you can beat up, and it has the whole Street Fighter 3 setup of like how much combo, what was the combo you did, how much damage was it, damage total. So you can go in there and practice for infinity if you want to in there.
Ah, cool.
I
So you
think
can
his
practice all
name
your
is
stuff.
Dojo Cat.
That's what QA calls it.
Dojo.
Dojo.
That's funny.
That is nice.
I like that.
So that is kind of our training mode. Just go in there and beat them up. And also, I think this isn't a spoiler or anything. I think there was a glitch that we just decided to keep in there. Colleen, is it still in there? Where if you go in there with your friends, they have the combo meters above them also?
Oh, I don't know.
That might still be in there. Whatever. If it's in there, you can go see how much damage you did to your buddy.
Sounds fun.
Another question. Probably not going to be able to answer this, but if you beat the game, are there secret bosses?
Let's not talk about what happens at the end of the game. That's not
Roger
even
that.
released.
Are there credits at the end of the game? No. Will there be names scrolling?
Would there be names scrolling? Who worked on the game?
Will there be health bars?
Good one. I like that.
That has not been asked yet.
I'm going to message Colleen real quick secretively. Are there health bars, Colleen?
And the final game.
She said
test
yes,
game
there are
maybe.
health bars in the game.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Will they be numbers or is it?
Will there be numbers or just a
Guys,
bar?
how long would
Second.
you say the game is to complete the main campaign?
He said he
He doesn't know. Gotta pay attention.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Yeah.
this is the thing. I just want to see his
I'll
facial
let
expression.
you, producer, give a producer answer.
There we go.
It's. I think that we've said in other interviews that it can take around 16 hours if you're wandering around and if you haven't played the game before and just taking everything in.
Does that include
So-
side quests?
Oh my god.
We
I
won't
don't-
say.
Oh.
Not gonna see it.
If I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, it takes a very long time.
Okay. All right, it's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be.
So it's been different. It's been different times from people. That was one of our first times that we got, but I mean, I think we kind of say it is about 3 to 4 times bigger of a world. So take that as you will.
That makes sense.
And River City Girls was a long game too.
First City Girls was like 5
For a
hours.
beat 'em up.
Yeah.
For a beat 'em up though.
Yeah, beat 'em up's like 30 minutes.
Yeah. So this
like 5 hours.
this game as is doesn't feel like other beat 'em ups at all. Like even watching people play it at PAX, like I had to put in visual cues of like, don't go here. You're not supposed to go here. This isn't a normal one. Because we're taught our whole life to go left to right. So I'd see people walk into a corner like, oh, I thought the rest of the world was here. I was like, you're going up, down, left, right. Like the whole world. So they didn't get to see this in the PAX demo, but it is after the first boss, the world opens up to you. So it is a branching path kind of thing. So it's not like other games at all.
Interesting.
Cool.
So it's going to be very different, even from the first one.
Exciting.
I was going to ask if the branching pass, but I was like, it's a beat 'em up. I don't know how you can do it, but awesome.
That is a lot of pre-production. Me and Colleen with our massive map. If they go here, then this guy has to say this. Let's go over here. But if they skip this, like that took us a good month or two to just plan that out.
I bet.
That's why I didn't even think it was possible.
Branching.
I didn't think so either. We pulled it off.
Nice.
And Megan McDuffie's doing the entire soundtrack, or is there a little Chipsel in there, and anybody else?
There is, I think, 3 special guests that you don't get to know about. One of them I've told people
Wu-Tang.
to not say a damn thing about.
How you just got? It's ain't Turtles, man. They're not just doing tracks for beat 'em up.
Wu-Tang is for the kids.
It is for the kids.
Yeah, Wu-Tang came over to the office like, hey, can we do a song? They were at the door and we're like, I'll just ignore them.
To be honest,
It's
that would
really
be fire.
awkward.
That would be fire.
It's just Raekwon.
If they just popped it, Raekwon. Raekwon just shows up. Yo,
Turn on the sprinklers. Turn on the sprinklers.
Chat wanted to know if there will be any other characters, like special character cameos from WayForward, other titles.
There are a lot of cameo characters in this game, even some from outside of our own realm. So
Shantae.
that's all you get.
Stop naming stuff.
Battletoads.
Yeah, dude. Stop.
There was another question that chat wanted to know if characters would have different colors.
Ooh,
No alternate
that's
costumes and
actually a
stuff?
good question.
I'll say that we were not able to pull that off once again with pixels. We attempted to see if we could pull this off because of the first game didn't have palette swaps. If you were to take, here we go. Grab this little guy here. This is the thing that I keep looking at. So here's a little breakdown.
It's
of-
Ryan.
Yep, there's that. So if I were to palette swap him, if I want, like, I'm going to give him red pants. So he's got white pants. If I change that to red, now his eyes are going to be red. So
I see.
a lot of pixel artists, they do recycle the same colors. So Tiger Man, the wrestler guy, he is not King from Tekken. He's actually from the Kunio series. He was our test case because he's just shirtless dude, but his mask had white stripes in it, white eyes, white teeth, white on the bottom of his teeth, and then white pants. So how were we going to just go, oh, I want to give him I want to change his pants to red, but that would now red stripes, red eyes, red teeth. It just looked ugly. So it was a test case of, can we take all his frames of animation, I don't even know, 12,000 of them, whatever it is, absurd amount, and can we go in there and manually recolor all these different whites and colors and make sure it's not shared? That took pixel artists maybe about a month just on one character.
Oh man.
I was like, it's not feasible.
Tedious. Oh my god.
So-
So tedious.
I would have loved to done different colors for everybody. That's just one of those things. And not only that, how we're handling also characters. It's not like you can just play as 4 Misakos.
Yeah.
So
So there's
unfortunately,
there's one character that have an evil version that has red eyes.
and red teeth. And Red Sox, so evil.
I wouldn't want to be chased by that guy.
The Red Sox.
The Red Sox. That's baseball.
Oh,
That's
God.
right. The red.
Oh, boy. Now you got to cut it.
Oh man.
To once and for all, or not once and for all, this question comes up a lot about Misako's blue hair. Ark didn't want blue hair. That's all it is. That's as simple as that. No, they didn't want blue hair.
I think it's better. I think it's better with the black hair.
I like the black hair better. Yeah.
I think it's way better. To be honest.
Yeah. Unless she goes through like a punk face.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the
It's
black
not-
hair
it's
works
not-
for me.
It's not real.
It's like,
It's not real.
I can't even.
I'm just saying. I'm saying. But black hair looks good. Yeah, I think it's cool.
Tom is asking, can we expect the soundtrack on Spotify?
I actually don't know. That is, I believe that's up to Megan or Colleen.
Yeah.
Do you know?
That's up to Megan.
Yeah. Megan is very much fully in charge of this soundtrack this time. So
Ooh,
it's up to Megan.
You've been McDuffed.
Wow.
That's an ill.
Wow.
That's an ill
Why is that
album.
verb?
Wow.
That's an ill.
So we're cutting
album.
off 3 mics now.
Come on, man.
We're gonna have 2 left, man. We have 2
Been McDuffed. That's that, or McDuffed is the album.
Oh boy.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you guys got to text
Her
for that.
follow-up one is, "Are you McDuff enough?" I don't know.
Enough.
No, she killed it. So I'm dying to hear her tracks on the second one. I'm really. She murdered.
Nah, the
it.
trailer tracks are crazy.
Yeah, she murdered it on the first
I
one.
was like, whoa.
Trailer.
Does the music change
So-
during the day and nighttime cycles?
Yeah, to give everybody a heads up about the music too, I worked a lot more directly with her. The music itself, anytime you hear her singing, that is from the point of view of one of our bosses.
Oh,
So
dope.
right now you can hear the "I'm Better Than You." That is from one of our bosses. Like that's his point of view.
Oh, really?
Okay.
So it's kind of a hint of like, this is the character, this is the boss you're going to face in this world.
That's cool.
Interesting.
So many tracks. It's
Dude,
ridiculous.
the more we talk about this, the more I'm like losing.
Yeah,
my mind.
right.
I'm like, I want to see all the little Easter eggs in there. I want to play the game for the combat. I just want to play it really, really bad. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna see it all over this channel.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
especially for a player.
Yeah.
Well, get your pre-orders in.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Get that art.
And that art book, man.
What they say. Yeah, what they're saying. Yeah.
He said what there's.
Guys, it's cool. We just got to wait until December 15th, 2022.
Is that close? Is that the close to the date?
Oh my god.
They didn't even move. Jesus.
You know, audio listeners are like, what?
I would love.
When is that again?
I would love to have this game under the Christmas tree. You know what I'm saying?
Would be a good gift, Christmas gift. A lot of beat 'em ups. It's
I
been
definitely wouldn't want to miss the holidays.
a great year for beat 'em ups.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie, like I'm so impressed. Like they're just stone cold. Like this idiot said December. He really is slow.
No, the camera froze, man. The camera.
I think they clicked off. Guys, it's been a pleasure. It's just frozen now.
It's a cardboard cutout.
yeah.
I'm just
But,
gonna leave this here.
Oh man.
But I mean, yeah, there's a lot of questions we have about it, but obviously you guys aren't going to break and tell us anything unless you have something exclusive you'd like to tell us that you haven't told anyone else yet.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Is there
Please.
anything that you
All these interviews blend into one. Now, you guys ask the same questions. I don't know which one I'm on right now.
Shots fired. Man down.
Who are you guys?
Man down.
Who are you guys?
No, you know what? I will give you an exclusive.
Okay.
Since Stallion, you like Double Dragon.
I love Double Dragon.
Do you know Chin?
Yeah, of course.
Chin returns in this game.
Hey!
I know Chin.
Chin.
Wow.
Part
Yes.
3.
He does the
Yeah.
thing. He got the purple hair from the NES game.
As long as you don't make any of the characters walk like they do in Double
Oh,
Dragon
with the
3.
no, they had the Crip Walk in part 3. They had the Crip Walk.
if that's an Easter egg, I'm like,
Yo, dude, if you put their Crip Walk from part 3 for the NES, I would have a heart attack on camera. Remember the Crip Walk?
They were kind of
part
like,
It
of
was
the
just
game.
like
yeah, like
when their knees are knocking.
yeah, I don't know what was going on.
I don't know what that is.
it was either the Crip Walk or the Crackhead Walk. It was one of the other.
What's the difference?
It's the same.
Will,
It's the same walk. It's like
all
the
right.
same walk.
Will there be a new gameplay trailer at some point?
Yes.
Oh,
So
like
that's I've quickly recorded as much as I could.
Yeah.
Looking
So-
forward to that.
But yes, there is. We'll be showing off more. Yes.
Awesome.
Looking forward to
And
it.
what ARC shows off is, I think that's kind of up to them. I'm usually like, please don't show this thing, and they sometimes just show it. So ARC has their own kind of like campaign. So I would say if you really want to investigate, you might see some stuff that we don't show off if you go check out the Japanese trailers.
Oh,
Interesting.
Those sneaky
Not bad.
bastards.
all right.
Interesting.
Sneaky.
So you guys, you know, we keep them here all night.
Well, wait, no, we're not
You
saying
got a
goodbye to them yet.
question? I'm asking if you have a question.
I
He
do.
said they're not going nowhere till they answer this. No.
Fine, ask a question.
Colleen, what was the game that got you into this industry, made you want to work in it? What was the game that you played that said, this is the game I played, this is what I want to do for a living?
Guild Wars 2.
Guild Wars 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, well, when I was a kid, like probably like 5th grade, I wanted to be an author, and then my parents were like, you won't get enough money, so have a backup plan. I was like, I'll be a game designer then. But then like I was kind of floating back and forth between a bunch of things for high school. Like I wasn't sure if I really wanted to do that anymore. And then Guild Wars 2 started releasing like hype stuff because it came out in 2012 and I graduated 2011. And then once I got the art book for Christmas when I was in high school, that was when I decided for real. I was like, this is what I want to do for sure.
Nice. It just clicked.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it happened. Look at this.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing.
And now you're on your favorite video game podcast.
At all
It's
amounts of
true.
sense.
I am.
See, there we go. There we go.
Everything's coming together.
Shameless plug. I love it.
You like that, right? Bannon, I have a question for you.
Yes.
You're a huge Guardian Heroes fan, right?
Yes, I am.
We had a top 10 video games that... Stop it.
There's more to the question?
Yeah, there's more to the question. There's more to the question. We had a top 10. We had to do a video, top 10 video games all time that between the 5 of us. We had to agree on 10 games total. And unfortunately, Guardian Heroes got voted out. 3 of us tried to get it done, but
Double Dragon
got
2
voted
made
out. Double Dragon 2 made
Double
it.
Dragon 2 made
but
it.
Guardian Heroes did not make it. Would you love, like, if you were, is Guardian Heroes like a dream? If someone said, if Sega said, hey, do Guardian Heroes. Do a sequel to the original Guardian Heroes, not the Game Boy Advance one because that doesn't exist.
Not bad. It's not a bad game.
No, it's awful. That's terrible.
It's not bad.
Continue.
How would you feel about that? Is that something that you would be like, oh my god, this is something I always wanted to do? Or is it just like, I like the game, but not that much?
Do I want to make beat 'em ups for the rest of my life?
Guardian
is what you're
Heroes.
asking me?
No, Guardian Heroes.
So Guardian Heroes, yes. I mean, of course, I would love to work on any of these games that I grew up on. Guardian Heroes, yeah. The other follow up to that would probably be Power Stone. It's like, why? Why have they not made a new one of that? I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's criminal.
There's a lot.
But yeah, of course, Guardian Heroes is amazing. Like, I don't think they've really done a battle mode like that. It's like, I'm going to be a villager while somebody's like, I'm a laser wyvern. Sorry. Just blast people. It's like, all right. Like, I love the battle system in that. I think that's what's
awesome
called to be the most. But also the fact that it's been so long that I swear there were like story elements that only happened if you did certain things in a certain way.
Yeah.
You have to play
Yeah.
that. That's multiple playthroughs.
Yeah.
That game.
A lot of
Yeah.
different last bosses. and
So
all
I
that.
always love that. But yeah, I love Guardian Heroes. Do you know somebody at Sega? Is that what you're asking? Are you about to ask me?
We're putting it out into the world,
I'm
so
trying to-
hopefully it happens.
Yeah, we like to throw things out in the universe and see if it sticks.
Well, Bannon,
You never know who's watching.
Ben, the last 2 times you were on, we threw out to you, it would be great if you and Arc System Works did like a Dragon Ball styled Guardian Heroes type fighter. I was like, that would be awesome. Like Guardian Heroes has the branching paths, different end bosses, and things like that.
Yeah, but Dragon Ball only has one pack.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z though
The
has
story's
pretty-
been told constantly.
But no, it would be a special story.
wrong.
It would not be. I don't know if it'd be canon. I don't think it'd be canon, but it'd be like a special story just for the game, But yeah,
Arc System Works, turn off your stream right now. I've never watched Dragon Ball.
Wait, what do you say?
I've never seen an episode of Dragon Ball.
no, never seen an episode of Dragon Ball.
No.
I would imagine it's a lot of people yelling, and then somebody punches them, and
No punches.
And there's
the
beams.
smoke clears,
A lot of dialogue.
and somebody's holding the fist, and they're like, "How is he that powerful?"
Tune in, man.
And it's over 9,000.
You know what the thing is? It I lasts can't. for I like can't 5 even episodes. get mad at that.
I can't.
Because you know what the funny thing is? What they had,
there's a crater.
there was a thing It's where like they 5 episodes they took for like one battle.
They
took the main character Goku. Took his hair off, put it different hairstyles, and it's the same fucking character.
Well,
like
you do that with
AP
most anime characters.
like it's insane.
They have the same face.
There was
Yeah.
no variety. I was Well, like, that's anime.
That's
but
every
they
anime.
found their. It's not every anime. It's not
Most.
That's not Cowboy Bebop.
It's most.
Cowboy
It's most
Bebop.
anime.
Not
Most
Cowboy
anime
Bebop.
are designed like that. Yeah.
But I mean that one absolutely. So like if someone is not a fan of it, it's like yeah,
If they drew another guy,
I get it.
It's recycled.
Cowboy Bebop, it would be the same face.
I get it.
it's recycled. But yeah, WayForward, Guardian Heroes.
Somebody asked about Karnov. Somebody asked about Karnov. That's Data East. So this is just a general question about. Can you two provide any info on the legalities of referencing Karnov? We haven't referenced Karnov in any River City stuff, but that is Data East. That's the bad dudes people, I believe. WayForward, we deal with a lot of IP holders, and yeah, just working with these, like Arc System Works owns all of Techno stuff. So any Double Dragon thing, anything that we want to use, we have to. I have a dumb idea, and we send it to Arc, and it's just always working with IP holders. It takes a while, it takes time, and it's always like, what is best for that brand character? Are we representing these characters correctly? Because it's like Marion doesn't look like Marion in any of the other Double Dragon games, but people saw that new look and they're like, I like that.
Not sure. It's the coolest she's ever looked. So yeah.
So that was like, hey, Arc, are you cool with us using Marion? Like, people love the look of her and stuff, and yeah, they liked it, of course, because Marion, she looks like that. So yeah, but
Pretty
yeah,
cool.
it is. Yeah, working with IP can be fun, but it is also, we have to make sure, like I said, we're representing these characters in a good light and that they're awesome. So Karnov, I don't believe is in any of our stuff, but that's just a general question about IP and license stuff.
I feel like
to
Karnov
answer that.
popped up in something recently. I don't
Well,
know.
if Karnov was in the game, you beat him, you have to go,
Oh Jesus!
just for the hell of it. Because I just saw that in Bad News. I was like, ooh,
Bad.
Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo.
Bad voices.
They shouldn't even
Nintendo.
done that. They shouldn't even done that.
He didn't say anything.
He knows no words.
Nah, that dude's been in a lot of games, though.
Oh, what's that question by Kino Leo Geo? If you could, Bannon, if you could make a River City game style game on any IP, what would you pick?
Marvel.
Marvel.
Oh, snap. So it'll be the X-Men remake.
Yeah.
They already, like, DC characters to me are very. I'm Superman. I can shoot lasers. I can fly. I can move at the speed of sound. I can go into space. I can lift mountains. It's like, cool.
But I won't.
They're super overpowered.
Yeah.
Or they're
Yeah,
not.
and then it's like, Wonder Woman, what do you do? Well, in some comics, I could fly. I could lift mountains. I could,
In
like,
some
it's like, all right.
comics, I could.
I can be Superman.
What do you do, Flash? I can move at supersonic. It's like, okay, this is getting enough. So Marvel always felt like these are very class-like based characters already. It's like Captain America he's got the skill level in fighting. He's got strength level, but nowhere near as much as Hulk. But the intelligence of Hulk is down. So they already have like class systems in there. So I like to do Marvel.
Interesting.
So you said
Do you have
beat 'em
Marvel
ups
on the
forever?
phone?
So if you had a choice to make a game that's not a beat 'em up, what would that be?
I really want to do a Metroidvania.
Whoa. Interesting.
All right. That could be a one-person indie job. It's just going to take 9 years.
You can do anything by yourself if you have a couple decades.
Colleen, were you raising your hand?
Yeah, the question wasn't directed at me, but I desperately want to make a psychological horror game.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Do you have any favorites?
Oh gosh, I love Danganronpa so much, and I'm blanking on the other one. But yeah, Danganronpa has been a huge inspiration. I'd love to make a game like that.
Interesting.
Nice. What do you have? 4 games?
Yeah.
It's 4 now, right?
And I guess too, because I have a million design documents, I would say a wrestling game for sure. That's something I would love to make. Probably because it's been done to death, I would probably do it in the style of the Saturday Night Slam Masters more.
That's perfect. We're like,
Heck yeah.
we're perfect to be in the background for that.
You've already done that. You've done that.
Why not do it again?
We've been in the background.
I'll send you my animation rates. And then one game, it's so absurdly probably expensive and all that. I would love to do. VR games are always done from the point of view of like a 5'10", 6-foot hero type. Like I really wanted to do a kaiju game where you are the kaiju.
Oh, geez.
I'd play that.
They've never done that.
That would be fun.
But imagine that, like if it is multiplayer, like that's what I always saw in my head was 4-on-4. One team is protecting a thing, other team is trying to destroy it, kind of thing. But the thing about kaiju that makes them so great, like Pacific Rim, the first one, you could see the weight of these things. They're moving like what you think they would. They're shot from low angles and stuff like that. But then if I'm like, oh, I'm VR Bannon and I'm picking up a building and I pick it up and throw it, you're going to see me just going like you're going to see Godzilla kind of moving around like a person. Where you see your friend like fucking around and like doing lewd gestures as like King Kong, like, hey, look at me. Immersion ruined immediately.
Yeah.
So King of the Monsters VR.
Hey.
How to pull that off? I don't know.
What was that game? Evolve? Remember that?
Evolve.
That failure?
Yeah, when you bought. It actually came
Where
back.
you play as a monster and then
Actually bought it back.
It's back?
Yeah,
It came
but
back like last month or 2 months ago.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know.
Evolve was, I think, ahead of its time. Like the whole asymmetrical kind of one against a whole team. It's like that's what made that Friday the 13th game popular. That Ash vs. Evil Dead. The what is the one that's really popular with all
Dead
the
by
horror?
Daylight.
Dead by Daylight. Like they did that. It just people weren't ready for that. I think because that game isn't bad. Like it failed, unfortunately. But it's like if they did a part 2, maybe people would like it. I don't know.
Interesting.
And they just released Dragon Ball The Breakers, which is kind of like Dead by Daylight with Dragon Ball characters.
Oh, where the enemies will chase like the civilian type.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really a fan of those games.
I wasn't with it.
He's like,
I wasn't.
You don't want to run for your life?
I love Dragon Ball to death. I wasn't with it.
Yeah, you trying to run for your life, not fight back?
Nah.
It's fun watching streamers play for a little bit, but I've never gotten into it.
Was that Bannon?
Kino Leo Gio, yes, I have played Rumbleverse, and I'm probably going to play with Limited Run Games friend after this podcast and play Rumbleverse. And if you, Level 857, my favorite video game podcast, have not played Rumbleverse, please play Rumbleverse.
I've been wanting to play that.
I've seen it.
I've heard so
I've
many
seen it
good
a few
things.
times.
I've heard a lot of
There
good
is
things.
nothing stopping you from playing it. Get it.
Yeah.
It is like a game that was made for me.
Oh,
It looks amazing.
It does look fun.
Doing a choke slam off of like a 40-story building never gets old. It's amazing.
Yeah.
These are the people that worked on Killer Instinct, so it has like strategic fighting in it. So I highly recommend it.
I've heard nothing but good
Rumbleverse.
things. Nothing but good. I've never heard anything bad about that game.
I've just never gotten into battle royals, but it looks fun.
That's the thing is it's battle royal in the name only, but there's no battle royal out there where you're doing like 3-hit combos that bounce somebody off a wall, you catch them in midair with a suplex, and then you do like what they call the diamond crusher, but the diamond cutter off of like a building onto a car that bounces you again up in the air, and you go into space and you come down as a comet. It's like
Sold.
Yeah.
Sold.
I mean, that's all you really have to say
It's
right
absurd.
there.
The Diamond Cutter? What?
That's pretty crazy. That's
we
actually,
have
AKA the RKO?
There's a lot of games like that we haven't messed with because of scheduling and stuff like that that we should be playing.
We got to get it together.
Yeah,
ASAP.
we got to get our shit together.
ASAP.
We got to get our
Yeah,
shit.
if you didn't draw a podcast this long, geez.
Ouch.
We'll have to skip the podcast if we're gonna do that.
Yeah, we'll do the podcast every other Wednesday now. Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, we'll be on next week. We'll be playing Rumbleverse or something.
and World of Bizarre says it's free, so there's no excuse.
It is free.
Hey,
Oh my gosh.
Is it
is
cross-platform?
We love free.
Is it cross-platform?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
It is cross-platform, yeah.
It is.
Snap.
we don't have an excuse then.
Nah, there's no excuse. We all have 30 minutes.
They don't advertise this game enough. Like it needs people to play this game because it's amazing. It really is not like any other battle royale I've played.
I think it's doing
Because I played Fortnite for a day and I was like, nope.
Nah.
Me too.
Yeah.
A day.
Same.
I play. I was like, I'm not. No.
I was like, I'm the second one. No one has even spotted me yet. And then I died instantly.
I started playing when they stopped the building. I was like, all right.
I'd rather start playing.
anything.
I'd rather start playing when they stop building stuff.
Nah.
But yeah, it's not my type of thing.
Fuck that.
But Rumbleverse does look interesting, and we gotta give it a shot. And maybe we'll battle you in it, Bannon.
Yeah.
Just tell us.
I would
who you
love
are.
that.
All right, we have to make it.
I would
happen.
love to Azuna drop you into the ocean.
Well, we might have to make it happen.
That's like the nicest way of threatening someone
I
too.
can't
Right?
swim.
Yeah.
I cannot swim.
Have either of you tried out multiverses?
No.
I did. It didn't catch my interest too much. It's one of those games where I'm gonna wait for like more updates and more characters to drop in. Then I'll come back to it. But
What character would have you flocking to it like, oh, let me see if I can mess with this?
I never care about the character themselves. It's what they
never.
can do.
Oh.
Really, like, I mean, other than like a River City Girls character.
Well, that'd be an answer.
Let's talk to Tony.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Yeah. If only it was that easy.
Right?
That'd be awesome. That'd be really awesome.
Okay, no problem.
On Twitter, I just put it in there.
Well, he's in California, so
That's true.
far
Yeah.
off.
If there was a Colleen character in there, I could beat up and be like, I want to shoot him up mini game in the game.
She's the secret boss.
The strongest character.
She's the actual boss.
One punch woman.
Oh yeah, you get hit once, you're dead.
like,
It'll be like Ninja Guy in arcade.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Fuck that game, by the way.
One hit,
Stay
you're
on schedule.
Stay on schedule.
No more delays. no more.
Stop asking me for shit, Bannon. Bang.
You can't have that.
Can't add it. Can't add that.
Does anyone have any more questions?
I am good.
I think that's.
No, I got one question.
We don't
for
want to keep him
Colleen.
here all night.
No, it's
Yeah.
a quick question. All right, Colleen, as producer, do you have the power to fire people if necessary?
What?
Why is that a question?
It's like, I want to. No. Okay.
No, honestly, like even if I did, I would much rather work with them to figure out like what's going on and to help create a plan to improve instead of like
You're done.
you know, yeah, yeah.
That's one of the
But I
oddest-
don't.
Such a good
That's
answer.
one of the oddest questions I've ever heard.
What a good answer.
To a bad
That
question.
was a perfect answer to a completely sideways question.
Do you want to fire someone? Is there someone
I
who
didn't say
no,
do you.
man.
I was like, do you have the power to fire someone?
Do you
She said,
find
no, not
joy?
really.
I like how Turbo likes to try and get people that we're interviewing in trouble.
Yeah, for real. This is like the second one in a row.
That's not tr- it's
Why are you
not
trying
true.
to get people in trouble?
That's not true.
What if Colleen's like, yeah, this is one person I really want to get rid of? Like, come on, man.
I said, do you have the power to do it?
Is there anyone you want to fire?
That's what you want to ask.
That's the next question.
Let us know
Okay.
that exclusive
And we
info.
have derailed.
Oh God.
This is what we do. So, guys,
What
thank
a
you
way
so
to
much.
end it.
Yeah, seriously. Like,
Thank you so much for being on the show. We appreciate it as always.
And thank you for your patience.
yes.
Yes.
We're about to fire Turbo right now. We're firing.
Yeah, speaking of
Turbo's
firing,
fired.
Turbo's gone.
You will not
can't
be
do
here
it.
next week, at least for a week.
Yeah.
But please let everybody know where to find you. And if they have more questions to ask you, we have it on the screen here. But for our audio listeners, let them know where to find you.
Oh, geez. You can find my Twitter, though I don't suggest it because
That's okay.
Hold on. Now I
get
gotta find
really
your Twitter.
interested in random things. But it's Slothican, like a Dovakin, but a sloth. It's, Slothican.
All right.
He really likes that joke.
It's like, no, actually, don't fire me. She's like, just leave me alone.
Do not
I'm looking at her
perceive
Twitter
me.
right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you could of course find us at WayForward and all that stuff. I actually am putting on. I know you guys, even Colleen now, are in New York. Over here in Los Angeles, I am putting on a indie game showcase here. So
Oh wow.
I wanted to put on an event because, like, I have the luxury of going to like PAX and E3, and there's a lot of indie developers that don't get that chance.
No.
So I am putting on a in-person indie game showcase November 12th here in Burbank, and you can follow us. And I just started a art contest today. You'll get a sign print from all the devs at the event, and it's being done by David Liu. He does Space Maria. He's angry Asian on Twitter, but also if you want to look up, it is, I'll actually put in that's what it's called, is it's the Viz event, so it's the video game indie showcase. So that on Twitter is where you'll find us. So a lot of info on there and a butt ton of games.
All right, so be sure to go and follow that.
I weighed all the games on a scale and it said butt ton. I was like,
Yeah.
That's where Ishload comes from. I don't want to curse for some reason.
Wow, on your own podcast.
I was
censored
confused
yourself?
of what the heck you meant.
So Bannon, this is obviously going to be successful. So if you do it next year, can we get the invite?
Yo.
Yeah.
yes. It was. So this is also going on during. Also look up Indieland. This is Gerard the Completionist. He's doing a 3-day event for charity for dementia research, and that's going on the same weekend. So a lot of indie devs will be in town that week or that weekend, whatever. So definitely look up Indieland, but also look up the VIS, the video game indie showcase thing. But yeah, I mean, on our first go around, there was a lot of people that said yes, surprisingly, and so it'll probably turn into a bigger event next year.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. We love to see it.
Yeah, it's good to see everything happening.
Especially if
Yeah.
you said Gerard the completionist is going to be there.
So he is going to be at his
He has
event,
his show.
Indieland, which is so he's going to be busy with that, but we're going to have some of the same exact people coming over.
Okay. Cool.
So, and also, so you could just see it. This is our little mascot character. This is Devin. I don't know if you can even see that. So Devin she's helping us with all the games getting ready. So she's building Shovel Knight's helmet right now and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
That's cool, man.
Dope.
So,
All right.
all right.
So you guys,
All right, guys.
until next time.
Thank you guys again for your
Hell
time. We
yeah.
appreciate you. And congratulations
Yes.
in advance to the game, on the release of the game.
Yes, and
Thank
be
you.
sure to pre-order, y'all. Everybody out there, pre-order
Yes.
now.
Yes.
Yes.
River City Girls 2.
And get the soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
Get all that.
All that merch.
It's gonna be great when you guys release it for Christmas.
Oh my
Come
God.
on, dude.
Stop it.
Thank you so much, guys.
Till next time. Yeah.
Thank
a
you
good one,
guys.
guys,
Thank you.
Later.
Oh man, that's
You
awesome.
you always love just like throwing some nonsense question
It's
in
fun.
there. Like it's just. Do you ever want to fire someone?
That was the.
What?
I didn't say want to fire. I was
But it's like that's
do you
what it
have?
was.
Do you have the power
Hey guys,
to fire?
by the way, everybody out there watching right now, stay tuned because we have more fun for you. So
And be sure to like and sub. That'd be great.
Yeah. If you guys didn't
if you like what
hit
you
that
see.
like button, y'all. It helps. It helps.
yeah.
We do this a lot with the indie devs. We love to get them on.
Dude, they got me extra excited, more excited than I was before for River City 2.
That's true.
Like, there's just too much dope shit, and the more questions we ask in terms of like, what hidden shit's in there, you could tell there's so much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they don't want to, especially I'm just looking for everything Double Dragon.
Double Dragon.
Well, we made sure not to ask them and bombard them with questions about Double Dragon because they're not going to answer.
The funny thing is, I want to know, but I don't.
No, I'm saying they're not going to
That's
answer.
You want to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
pleasantly surprised when you play.
Even if it's like, I could tell you, I'd be like, you know what? Just save it. Just save it because I'm talking shit, but I do just want to just find out.
Yeah.
Because I did see the twin. I saw the clone, and I said, "Oh, the clone's in the game."
Dude, if I didn't beat the first River City Girls, do so.
Beat that first. You got time.
Yes, you got time. Play it, buy it tonight.
Do we have any codes left or for River City Girls?
No, I don't think
No,
we
we
do.
don't.
No, that's the first to go, man.
We got some stuff though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the intermission because I have to use the restroom.
Me too.
So you guys will keep the convo going with the chat, and we will be back, y'all. If you gotta re-up and get something to drink or anything like that,
No, I already because when it comes to the podcast, I like to have a relaxing time. So I had Centauri time.
All right.
Oh man, River City Girls 2 is gonna be great. That's an action RPG. It's not like Turtles: Shredder's Revenge was great, but that was a very arcade experience.
All three of them, Streets of Rage 4,
Streets of Rage 4 was great.
Turtles, and this, they're all gonna be completely different.
Yeah.
Streets of Rage 4 is nothing like
Streets of Rage 4 and Shredder's
like
Revenge.
Turtles.
They're more straightforward. This is like this is like open, kind of very much like an open world game.
But I'll tell you what gets me excited because we've had Bannon on a bunch of times, with Adam, and I always, he knows I always go with the Double Dragon shit all the time.
Yeah.
And he knows it, and I could tell by the look in his face he wants to say some shit, but he can't. There's some Double Dragon shit in there, and for those who didn't play River City Girls 1, you play as Kyoko and Masako, but at the end of the game, you get, after you beat the game, spoiler alert, you could play as Kunio and Ricky to start over. So for this game, you have 6 characters to start.
Is this 6 characters to start?
Well, you start with 4, but you get Provi and Marion fast. You get them pretty quick.
Okay.
But not at the end of the game. You get them quick.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens at the end of the game? Who do you get? I think it's time for Billy and Jimmy.
Oh, imagine.
To pop up in the game. And if they don't, it's time for Double Dragon Neon 2. It's time for Double Dragon to have a new game.
You rather see Double Dragon Neon 2 than Double Dragon 5?
Fuck Double Dragon 5. Did you see what happened with Part 4?
Wow.
They gotta redeem it.
Angry.
Neon's the only direction they have for Double Dragon, so go that way. Everything else is a random weird game.
That'd be crazy.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if y'all caught Fighter Fridays this past Friday, but I gotta give props to Turbo for stepping up his game instantly.
Oh yeah, that was that was actually a very, very fun Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Did you get us a point at least?
No.
Damn it, man.
You don't understand, but I didn't beat you in one round, Chuck.
You didn't get a point. You took a game.
I took a game. Cool.
I think you took 2 games in 2 different sets.
I didn't get Riken when I killed 2 of his characters, right? That was the closest I got?
Yeah.
Okay. Those are some good fights. Chocolate tried to bring Super Broly in there, but my Broly is more seasons. 3 movies.
Nah, dude.
3 movies.
Dude, listen.
3 movies.
I'm still getting used to Broly, all right?
He's a good character.
That was a brand new team I brought up against you.
No, Riken's pretty crazy. That was good. We had great fights. We had really, really great fights. I was like, good. I was like, I'm gelling more with the freaking Xbox controller.
If I was using my main squad,
take out your main squad.
We wouldn't even be talking about this, bro.
Take out your main squad.
Wouldn't even be talking about this. You can't see my blue Cheetah.
Dude, if they can somehow add Double Dragon characters in River City Girls 2 to play as playable characters.
Yeah,
that's all we'd want. But then I don't know if they can do it because then it'll be Double Dragon.
Double Dragon characters unlocked at the end of River City Girls 2. That would be freaking crazy.
I mean, that would be a dream, but
that would be great.
It's the best crossover, man.
For real.
I think if they were to do that, it would be like
real quick.
I think it would be like River City Double Dragon the game.
The stuff
they wouldn't just have it as a secret character.
I want to taste it.
Hey, stop talking over
Man,
there.
we'll see. That would be great though. But River City Girls 2 looks really good.
How come Battletoads gets to be it? How can they get Double Dragon?
I don't know. Well, hold on. It was a Trade West thing.
If anything, though,
Trade West
River
was
City
the
Double Dragon.
Was the publisher, I think, of Double. Well, I think Rare owned Double.
Trade West was
Battletoads.
doing Double Dragon too. Yeah, Rare was doing Battletoads.
Yeah, I don't know how they were able to do it. That's crazy. But we gotta find out. We gotta see how that is.
Well, bring it back because we're losing all of our guests right now.
Bring it back.
I am here right now. I have returned with a beer.
Return with a beer. All right, let's get it going.
Let's go, y'all.
Dude, I'm so pumped for that game. It's ridiculous.
Nah, man, that's crazy.
Like, I'm legit pumped.
So we have returned, y'all.
Hey,
we gotta
y'all.
talk about the games that we have been playing.
Can I go first? Because I haven't played shit.
Go ahead.
Well, then
Yeah,
you
go
can
for
go
it, bro.
last. If you have played
you
it,
want-
skip
if you
you.
Go for it, man.
if you
Just
want.
go for it. Go for it.
All right, go ahead.
Because I haven't had time to play Bayonetta 2. I've been working too much. So the only thing that I've been playing was we did, was it Multiverse? No, we did Smash.
Smash.
We did Smash Ultimate for
Multi Smash Max.
Smash Max.
Yeah.
That went okay.
I think it went good. I gotta count all the wins and versus losses.
I
but
think it was.
It wasn't a bad streak.
No,
it was like
usually when it's bad, I'm like, shut this shit off. But I think the anger again worked in our favor.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we started getting Smash fatigue, but I'm like, I don't really want to end on a loss.
Yeah.
And then I think the last KO that
We
got,
do 30 battles a stream.
Do we?
Like we average 30 battles a stream. I was like, yo, that's a lot of battles.
It's fatiguing.
It's very fatiguing.
2.5 hours, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Of-
2 hours. Sometimes it goes 2.5. Yeah. Sometimes it goes 2.5.
Of complete fuckery.
But the thing I noticed that I started trying to do is that playing multiverses, and it's a lot of tag shit, right? A lot of teaming up on somebody when they're by themselves. I wanted to try a lot of that in Smash, even though the game's not made for it.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, Link's moveset and Ike's moveset works very well with that. Especially if you see the last kill on our last stream. That shit was fucking funny.
That was hilarious.
That was
I was
funny.
like, this is how you end the stream. That was great.
There was a dude in the air, and Turbo did his spin slash, and I finished off the spin slash by just popping him up with Ike, and the dude just went flying.
Jeez.
That was fucking incredible.
That's going to be on the short.
Yeah, that was it's fun. I mean, I'll talk shit about Smash all the time, but I still love that game.
Yeah,
So
and we talk shit about multiverses.
Yeah,
Still love it.
I
them
love
both.
both those games.
Yeah.
What about that Nickelodeon game though?
Oh, you love that game.
Oh,
Let me stop.
Nickelodeon. I haven't started with that.
You know what? I wish it was good because I'd mess with that. Shit's like $40, right? I fucking
A
paid
lot of
$40.
people,
No, it's free.
say that.
It's free.
It was free, I think, on PlayStation.
When?
Yeah,
last month.
Oh,
Was it?
Oh, when it first
Something
came
like
out,
that.
that shit
I
was there. But
I thought I
I'll
remember
try it
it
if it's free. If it's free.
if it was free, I'll play any. I'll try anything for free.
I got it
But-
from Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle. Humble Bumble.
I thought you were about to be like Hadouken.
Hubba bubba.
Did you try to
No,
play
like $10.
Nah, I messed with
No,
it.
no.
PC. It
Well,
came with a
not
bunch of
terrible.
other stuff.
Jay, have you tried it?
It actually came with River City Girls.
Did you try it? Or no?
Try it.
No.
So no one here tried it, right?
No,
Okay.
why?
yeah.
Why?
I think Shredder was announced, which is actually a cool character, but
Oh, Word is announcing it?
yeah, he was a while ago.
Oh, wow.
And they announced, I think, 1 or 2 more after him.
No Raphael Donatello in that game.
No, still not.
Strange.
Yeah, but
There's Leo and Michelangelo, though, right?
yeah. But
Raphael. He's the leader of the group, transformed
Oh,
by the
boy.
power of the nuclear group.
Pizza's the food.
Anything
that
else you
shorter,
playing?
please.
yeah. So after that, yeah. Why did he go with the whole line? He like committed to it and everything. Me and Turbo played Fire Emblem 3 Hopes.
Yeah. Got further than that.
Yeah, got further in that, and finally unlocked the characters I wanted to be for a long time. So.
Catherine and
Shamir.
Shamir.
Yeah. So game's still the shit. Game's still dope. Game's still incredible. None more to say about it, but it's a fucking sick job with that game.
Long ass game, right? I'm playing that for a little bit.
Dude. Yeah, there's
No,
gonna be a couple more.
There's gonna be a few more.
There's gonna be a few more.
We're trying to get like 2 chapters a stream. It doesn't happen.
No,
it's like
'cause
one.
The last battle at every stream is like 40 plus.
Yeah.
It's a
Everything-
long battle,
They're all short, but when you get to the last battle of a freaking chapter, it is long.
and it's dope.
It's
The
al- yeah, it's
battle
al-
is
it's always a
incredible.
battle,
It's
yeah.
always incredible, and I'm like, this is a fucking long battle. It is a long battle.
45 minutes battle.
It's dude, it's a long battle.
It's like a strategy role.
It's like a strategy role player. No, it's legit like a strategy role player in the last battle.
and they put it in the.
But it's dope. I love the game. But yeah, other than that, I haven't played anything. Just those 2. I gotta get on multiverses though.
Well, guess what I
Yep.
played for Tactical Tuesday, y'all?
Tetris.
Nothing. Because I went to the doctor yesterday.
Oh, what?
Came back, I took the medication, and it knocked me the hell out. and I woke up this morning like, holy shit. I was supposed to, but nobody even realized it, though. It's just the crazy. I was waiting for somebody to mention it.
I was at work.
No, I know. I realized. I'm like, what's going on?
I was
All
waiting
right,
for
maybe he's just
somebody to
starting
say
late.
something.
I thought you did.
And
But I
nobody,
was like, all right, it's 9:30. If he didn't, I mean, he's gonna start it at some point. Because I normally go to bed around 10, and I'm like,
oh, nah, dude. I was out, man.
That's a
I was
strong ass
out.
medication right there.
It was strong as hell. It was codeine, whatever. Damn, dude.
Scissor.
Pretty much. It knocked me out, dude.
Wow.
Anyway, I was supposed to play Transistor,
Ah,
which is a
sounds like a next week problem.
yeah. Well, no, next week is already set.
Yeah.
Next
that's
week
why I
is
thought you
already
played
set.
the other one. Yeah.
Scorn. I picked up Scorn for the PC. Can't wait to play it.
PC.
Can't wait to play it
Word is scorned.
because it's a Halloween week, right? Halloween week? No.
Shit. Yeah, no.
Next week is Halloween.
Damn,
week,
I gotta get some Dead Space.
yeah. So
I gotta get some Dead Space.
So yeah, for Tactical Tuesday, next Tuesday will be the Halloween week. However, as far as games played, I did play, and I finally beat the what is it? Not the whole game, but just that chapter. Live Alive.
Which
And,
chapter was this?
The one I was playing the last time that we spoke about it was the current future or something like that, or near future.
Near future, right?
Near future one. Man, that took me
With-
forever to
What's
play.
the guy's name? Akira or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
Akira.
You should play Nier Automata.
But the freaking game was like that story in particular. You said it was a long story. I'm like, all right. I was playing for like 3 hours. I'm like, all right, any time now they're gonna, because every other chapter, every other story was like, all right, it was done in like a few, like 2 hours. This shit was like 6
long.
hours.
It was,
And I was like,
it was
yo,
one of the longer
what
ones.
the hell? And then they got tough.
Yep.
They got tough at one point. I'm like, oh, what the hell? I gotta level up this character and stuff. I'm like, dope story though. I really like the story. It's a little out there, but
It is a little out there, but it was good.
I just started the Distant Future, the one with the android,
Oh, that's the one
robot.
I'm playing now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm playing that one.
I just watched the beginning credits or whatever the story.
I don't think there's any fighting in that one.
What?
Really?
I don't think there's any fighting.
Oh, there's
in that
all
one.
story.
I think it's all story. Go from one point to one point. Do things.
Sounds exciting.
What the hell?
Because
No, this game is it's out there. This is like a unique.
Walking simulator.
It's the weirdest RPG I've ever played.
It's
by far
Live
the
Alive
weird.
is a weird. It is a weird RPG.
Super freaking weird.
It's good though. I like it. I'm enjoying it a lot.
But yeah, I got 3. I think that's it. 3 stories left.
I'd rather play Live Alive.
That's what they should have.
It makes better sense.
It
Live
would
Alive.
make more sense, man. Freaking Japanese.
Anything
But
to play?
yeah, just that. That's pretty much it.
All right.
I mean, I wish I had more to say about Transistor, but
Transistor was that.
I think that was the
I was
best
like,
thing
yeah.
you played.
I played Sleep.
I guess it bored the shit out of you and you passed out.
Yeah. I played it.
I had like
So yeah, sorry for everybody out there who was waiting for it and didn't get anything. So
you'll never play it again. The time is up for that one. You don't realize you have everything scheduled.
I do have everything
My
scheduled.
time is now.
Yeah, the promo
see
for
me.
next week is already set, so it's already up, and yeah,
You could
So
change it.
you might go back to it. Maybe.
I want to do a horror game, so that's right.
Yeah, horror games.
Scorn is. I'm looking
That thing
very
is
forward to that.
disgusting.
That shit is creepy looking.
Disgusting.
I watched some playthroughs and I'm like, ooh, this is.
I'll
It's like
play.
a,
I'll play Mortal Kombat next Friday.
That's not hard. That's not hard.
That's hard.
Why
That's
you trying
mad
to cop
gory,
out?
bro.
Why you
Dude,
cop
It's
out?
gory, yo.
Actually, I
Fuck
got
horror games.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
I got Mortal Kombat 11 in that Humble Bundle too.
You got what?
I got what's it called for $5? I think it was. Actually, no, it was part of the $10 deal.
Wait, what was it?
Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh,
I need to play
Wait,
Alien.
PC.
That's crazy.
Oh, we gotta play
Alien
that
Resurrection?
We gotta
Where
play
it-
that 3-player Alien game.
where you have to hide from the
Alien
I had
Firefight.
that.
Yeah,
we have it.
Yeah.
But he needs to play it.
Oh yes. You gotta hide from
That's
the
a
alien.
perfect Halloween game, dude.
You don't like aliens?
It's hide and seek with the alien, man.
You
That's all.
just gotta
That's the worst possible thing to
That does not
Come on, man. I'm
sound
trying to sell
appealing
this.
to
I'm trying to
me.
sell this, dude.
Bizarre said
do it for
Resident
the
Evil.
channel, man. Do it for the channel.
People want to see this, man.
Resident Evil DLC's coming soon, so maybe play some Resident Evil Village.
No.
No, he's still playing part 2. He's
Yeah,
still
I
playing
gotta go
part
back
2
to part
remake.
2.
Yeah, exactly.
So wait, during your Fright Fridays, you played Resident Evil 2 remake. You played Evil Within,
Yep.
Yeah.
and you played
Which is a
Dead
busted
Space.
mess.
Yep.
And was there anything else?
I think I played Resident Evil 2. No, I played either.
2 remake,
Yeah, it was
Dead
2.
Space.
It was 2 remake.
It was 2 remake.
No. I think I played one game 2 weeks. Oh no! Y'all wanted me to play PT, and I was like, nah. I just vetoed that.
Oh, come
I vetoed
on, man.
that. Nah,
That's the shortest game on there.
nah,
It
it's
is
not
the
going
shortest
down.
game.
It's not
Come
going
on.
down.
And that's a
going
good
down.
puzzle game too.
It's not going down.
That's a great puzzle game.
Nope.
Very cryptic.
I think Dead Space is the worst though.
Nah, yeah.
That's
That
basically-
place.
Nah, PT will
Terrifying.
fuck with you. PT will fuck with you, man.
No, I
PT
mean like
would fuck with
for
you.
me
Like, with your
personally,
brain? It's weird.
those type of creatures they always freak me out.
But you
If
got
they-
weapons.
they freak me
Nightmare
out.
Fuel.
my friend,
I never liked them, man.
my
I
friend
hate
Nick, he plays horror games like, and he never gets. He's not phased by any like jump scares or anything like that.
But
I
you
remember
can't sleep either.
he played Dead Space. Dead Space.
them. Splice.
He played Dead Space. Nothing. He played Resident Evil. He's like a diehard Resident Evil fan. He loves the game, but like no scares. Nothing really scares him.
No soul.
He played PT. I remember in my old apartment. I watched him play it because he was like, "Oh, I never played it. I always wanted to play it."
And it got him.
I heard good things about it.
Dude,
Yo,
PT
he
is
sat
freaky.
in front of the TV. That's how excited he was. Bro, it got to the jump scare. Yo, the shit scared him so. He said, "Oh shit!" and flew back out of his chair. I was like, that shit
It's a
had me
freaky game.
rolling. And it scared me too. And I'm watching him play the shit. And I was like, yo.
It's creepy. It's very.
I watch that
it'll
shit.
get
It's
you.
creepy.
It's creepy.
Because
It's
it
a
changes
freaky
too.
game.
The jump scares.
You throw in the headphones and you fucking fuck with the lights and and make sure that shit's dark. And you have a spotlight on your face. No, you're gonna jump.
You're gonna feel
You're
some
gonna
type of way, man.
Absolutely, you'll jump.
I think that's what they want to see.
Yeah.
Chat, y'all want to see that, right?
Yo, chat, let us know if you want to see Chalk play PT. We'll get
Just
it done.
Type PT.
No, you won't.
Type PT in the chat if y'all want to see
Negative.
Chalk play that.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Negative.
We'll get that on the channel for y'all.
Yeah, we'll put it up on our channel and ask you guys. You guys vote.
I'm sorry,
What
guys.
game you guys want to see Chalk play?
Whatever y'all say, he'll
already-
do. He has no say.
Already apologizing because it ain't gonna happen.
Oh,
Sorry.
even if we get subs and people want to watch, man.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, man.
He's thinking about it.
The people wanna watch
Come on, y'all.
Yep.
So you guys have full reign. You guys.
P2. PT, man. PT.
P2.
You have full reign. You guys have full reign. You could
So I wants it
dictate.
to happen. You want it to happen.
You dictate.
Yeah, you ain't got to do this for Bazaar?
Hell yeah.
Hop us off.
He watches all the time.
And you'll see
Love you,
that'll be the
Bizarre.
highest watched. That would be the highest watched Fighter Fridays, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep.
PT?
Highest
People can't even get that. I got it.
I actually got to find a day to throw on Dead Space 2.
I played it last year, actually.
Because it's
That's
still,
what I
it's
played
still
for Halloween.
October, so I got to find a way to throw on Dead Space 2.
Oh God, I want
Yeah. Dude, that shit has to be
wanna
screaming
watch
like
that.
it has to be screaming like a bitch.
Dude, I got stuck
That
at
game
the
has to be
end.
screaming like a bitch.
I want to watch that.
I
Man.
got stuck at the end of PT. I was mad. Like, there's one thing I had to do. I couldn't
Oh,
do
I
it.
got stuck several times.
I'd rather play P.
I made it to the very end, the very last step.
I
and
didn't
was
even
like, come on. I beat it before.
No, some of those.
Bizarre's like, yo, you do it, you get to chop turbo in the chest.
No salad.
No solid.
No
That'd be
salad.
awesome.
I'll sell it this time. It's not-
Yeah,
You gotta go home.
yeah.
I was too shocked. I was like, yo, this
He was like,
stinks.
oh,
Nope, he said,
what?
that shit out of here. Call yourself a wrestler.
Yeah,
Damn.
It's messed
fired.
up, man.
You're
It's
fired.
messed up.
Warhorse would have killed him.
What you been playing?
What'd you play, bro?
I didn't play much at all, so it's going to be very fast.
Turbo, what you got?
Wow.
I played Blaster Master. That's all I played.
Oh, wow.
What the
The original.
Zero?
Yeah. No, not
favorite?
Zero. The original.
Still loving
Oh,
that?
Your favorite game?
I actually found out something new in it. I probably remember. I did it before probably, but I just figured it out again that
Oh,
you
wow.
could strafe in the game because I always hated that you had the. I thought you couldn't strafe.
Yeah, you
in the
can.
Nintendo one.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I remember.
You got to hold down the
Yeah.
grenade button and hit shoot while you're holding down.
I did
grenade.
it by accident. I
and he
remember.
stays in one direction.
Yeah.
On Nintendo, there's only 2 buttons. So I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if they're straight. But on certain bosses, if you power up your gun and do that, it's a cakewalk. It's a lot easier. That's how you're supposed to play the game. And it only
remember-
took me like 40 years to figure out. No, it's not that long.
I thought you would
Like 30, like 32.
No, like,
I figured it out by accident.
I beat this shit when I was little.
I figured that out by accident. I remember playing it when I was a kid. I
Yeah,
remember
just get up
figuring
to the
that out by-
crab boss, and if you can beat him, it's just that's how you have to do it. You can't do it the other way. It's the worst boss in gaming history. One of them. It's one of them. I hate it. Every time I get up to this freaking crab, and he just blows bubbles.
Did we do
And
it?
I can't. It hurts me just thinking about it.
Did we do that as a topic ever?
We did hardest bosses.
Bosses?
We didn't
Yeah.
do worst.
Worst bosses.
Yeah, he's one of them. He's one of them.
Okay, that's a good one.
But if you have the right weapon,
There's some
I
bad
figured it out.
bad
some bad
bosses.
ones.
There's
There are
some
some bad
shitty
ones.
bosses.
Oh yeah.
Bison Street Fighter 2.
But yeah, I never played, like, I was just going to do it just to test out an emulator. I was like, you know what? I can get this first boss real quick. And then I was like, you know what? Let me get to the second boss real quick. I could do the third boss. I got to the fourth. I was like, all right, I'll cut this off. Cut it off. I just keep playing it over and over. It's just one of those games I can't not play when I play it.
Go back.
But that's it. I didn't play anything new.
Not to cut everything off.
That's
but
it. I'm done with that.
You just made me. Sometimes I like to look at, like, I'll think of an old game, right, and just to see, I'll look it up on YouTube, gameplay of it, and just to see what it looks like, and just to hear the music again, just to see if it kind of held up. And I looked up Rygar for NES,
Oh, God.
Oh.
and there was so much that went through my head while watching it.
It's a hard-ass game.
I was like, first of all, I was just like, what is this
I
game?
don't even remember what it looks like.
Yeah, I was like, what is this game? Then I was just like, this was very in-depth.
I beat
It
that
was
too.
so much going on
It
in
was
that
ahead
game.
of its time, man.
It was
and-
like God of War
and then-
for Nintendo.
Yeah.
It was.
And then
But he
I
did
was
a remake
like,
that.
I remember liking the music. What is this track that is pissing me off right now? But I remember there was, and then he went to the next screen, and I said, there goes the track. I'm like, there goes the track that I
We
like.
listened to it early today?
What?
We listened earlier today?
No, this was
Oh, the other
like
day?
a week ago or something.
'Cause I heard a
But-
track today that you were playing. I was like, I didn't know that music. I don't know where it's from.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But I was like, yo, I was like, that's the track. Okay, I'm like, all right, that track still holds up. But the other one was very annoying to me because you die so much that you keep hearing that same track again, and you fucking hate the music because you keep dying there.
It's been so long since I played.
But
that.
it was a very ambitious game, very ambitious for that time.
Well,
I played the original Rygar like 2 weeks ago for the arcade.
Nintendo?
Oh, God, arcade. No, arcade's
Arcade.
trash.
Trash.
No, arcade's trash.
Arcade is
Arcade's
trash.
trash.
Yuck.
That's universally like everyone knows arcade is trash.
The God of War demake
like Ninja Gaiden
was
in the arcade.
Rygar. They took the same.
Oh, word?
Yeah, that's exactly what
Makes
it was.
sense, man. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Freaking terrible.
But yeah, go ahead.
Terrible.
Sorry.
No, Live Alive, I beat the ninja scenario. And that was tough, man. That's a tough one as well. So, Alan, you get up to that one. That's going to be rough. I beat the, I think that's the other week.
The
I beat
caveman one?
Not the caveman. That's the last one I'm touching. It's
Oh.
the caveman one.
That's it. That's his playthrough.
I'm on. I'm on the one you're doing right now with the distant future with the robot. I'm doing that one right now as we speak. And I
Okay.
just have that one and the caveman after that, and that should be it. I don't know what happens after that. I think the characters are gonna probably intermingle in some way. So
I'm
we'll see how
sure.
that goes.
I'm sure.
It'll be
Especially,
Octopath Traveler again.
I'm sure since you said that there was an extra story or
There's
whatever,
an
an extra character.
there's an extra character after that I think gets unlocked.
Once you beat everybody, okay.
Who's supposed to bring everything together. So we'll see what happens after
Yeah,
that.
because I have no idea how these stories link up at all.
Exactly. You're playing a different story, different thing, and it's just like what's going on. Different time period. and
A
you're like,
different game, different
find
moves,
out
different
years
styles.
Yep.
When they come out with it in English, you'll find out like 20 years later.
We'll see. It's not. It's got, I tell you, Chrono Trigger vibes, Octopath Traveler vibes.
It's a lot.
Chrono Trigger vibes.
Yeah, no, they
I
have
heard
people
that it's
who.
gonna end with Mother 3.
I think the director. I could be quoting this wrong, but somebody from Chrono Trigger worked on Live Alive first when it was out for the Super Famicom.
Wow.
So yeah, they that was the project they worked on before.
Yo, remember-
Chrono
Hold on a second. What did Bannon say that the dude from like Shaolin Monks worked on?
Yeah.
He did the fighting. Yeah, he
Yeah.
did the battle system for Shaolin Monks. and
First
he did-
game.
Yeah, that was what he worked on
That's-
before River City Girls.
That was his first game.
That's hilarious.
Yo, remember
Yeah.
remember the game for Super Nintendo that made me stop playing games like Secret of Mana? When Secret of Evermore came out, it really it really made me be like, I'm done with Square for a while. Because it tricked me into almost thinking that it was like a Secret of Mana. I was like, nah, that's not it. Don't like that game.
That was like Secret of Give Me Your Money.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Like
it's
Secret of Mana, Secret of Grand Cash.
like what they did with the Tales of games later.
Secret of Money.
Fuck you, pay me.
Oh, Secret of Mana, my bad. I forget that's how you say it.
Oh, World of Bizarre
Secret
said
of
there's
Mana.
one common character in each story. Really?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
You didn't even notice him in the background.
There's
Oh,
one,
there is?
one common
How do you not know?
character.
How bizarre?
How bizarre.
Oh boy.
But other than that, I played, participated in the Fight of Friday with Dragon Ball Fighters. He has some good battles against Riken and Chocolate. Nah, man, stay close. It's,
No, man, stay close. Pause.
But that was good matches. Very, very good matches. It's. I'm looking forward to having some more. They were exhilarating.
Give me
Very,
some
very
more.
exhilarating.
Riken wants all the smoke. I love that.
Seriously.
He's like, oh, you want to fight? Let's go.
Yeah.
Fight, let's go.
No hesitation.
Yeah, let's go.
Zero.
Let's go. I love it.
Zero. And he'll smoke you in
It's
the
like that's a W right now.
Yeah, he's like, okay,
smoke you. He'll
I'll get a
whoop
couple
that ass
dubs.
and leave.
Nah, he's good with a lot of characters.
He's
I'll get a couple
nasty.
dubs.
He's nasty.
Good with a lot
It's
of
like I need to
characters.
boost this record.
I saw. I'm like, he's good.
Nah,
with
we were playing
Ginyu.
casual matches. It wasn't ranked matches.
On
so.
your side. Imagine he's raking up the wins. Wow.
He's like, it's ranked over here, motherfucker.
Anyways, as Turbo was saying, played Dragon Ball Fighters on Friday. Yeah, we had some damn good fights. Turbo, it's funny, like he played against Riken and his game immediately stepped up, making him.
You know
more-
that sometimes happens.
Yeah,
That sometimes happens, and I noticed that happens sometimes during multi-smash-o-matics. There'll be some people that are like kind of crazy, but like we get angry.
and then you learn on
Then
the
you
fly.
kind of just like, no, I'm not getting smoked.
Yeah, so you know,
Yeah,
I'm
so,
like,
yeah.
fuck this.
Yeah.
They're like rematch him. No, I see what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Turbo like stepped his game up immediately. It was I was very impressed. He took home. He won 2 games in 2 different sets. So yeah, one set and one
So
set.
you won 2 games out of like 50.
I mean, nah. Listen, that's
That was close.
it's still
I
Every
didn't get,
13 games you get.
When I lost, I didn't get like ripped apart. Maybe it was like one match where I had like a bad match. Where
Yeah,
I was
it
like, that
was-
was fucking
oof,
terrible.
yeah.
But most of the matches, it was pretty close matches, and I was like, okay, I could live with this.
yeah. Yeah.
I was like, I don't need to win. I just don't want to get fucking smoked. That's the thing. I'm like, I want to be able to. I want my moves to come out. I want my moves to come out as intended. And I'm like, I was happy with the losses. I'm like, look, I did everything the way I wanted to, and I lost fairly. So that's, I didn't lose because the move didn't come out. A couple of moves here or there, but it wasn't like a rampant, like the freaking first time I fought. The first time I fought Chocolate on the Xbox Series X in Dragon Ball Z, it was a murder scene. It was just like, I was like, yo, I'm getting played like I just picked up the controller for the first time. And I'm like,
did.
that's literally I did for the Series X. I'm just like, and then I messed with it a couple of times after playing Chalk. And I was like, okay, I was killing dudes. I was like, okay. I was like, I should be able to play this like I do on the freaking Switch. I was like, there shouldn't be that much of a freaking difference. And now the gameplay on both systems they're pretty even. So I'm like, okay, I got used to the Xbox controller. Also helps with multiverses because I played it on the Xbox. So it's like I get used to the softer buttons, the softer button presses on it.
Is there a better controller for games like that? Because like I feel like sometimes like when I play multiverses, when I'm trying to do the ice breath of Superman, it just makes me face.
I rather the backbone, the backbone I have, but you have to use it with a freaking a cell, the iPhone.
There's fighter sticks and stuff.
There's probably there's
And you could probably use an Elite Xbox controller.
No, I'm already elite in Smash Brothers, but I'm talking about like multiverses. Like what can I use?
Anyways, yeah. So I played Bayonetta for the first time.
Oh yeah,
this week too.
Nice, finally.
your first time Bayonetta play, huh?
Awesome, right?
How far did you get?
Chapter 6, I think I'm on.
Okay, it's 12. No, I'm sorry, there's 18.
Yeah.
So you got a third of the way.
I think I'm on chapter 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you like it so far?
Don't you like that?
I like it.
Don't you like the music she fights too? I like that shit.
Yeah, dude, like it's
it's
such a fun game, and like you could literally get through that game without getting hit if you're good enough.
It's so Sega. It's so Sega. That's what I love about it.
Capcom.
It's so Sega, and it's unapologetically Sega, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I just.
Apparently
You'll see
it's
later
Nintendo
on.
now.
You'll see more, but that like it's
Now
it's
it's
just,
Nintendo.
Like even the opening scene, I was like, "Oh, I remember this stage from Smash Brothers."
Smash Bros. Yeah,
And I'm like, "Oh yeah, we're on a falling clock. Like, where did this even start?"
Yeah, no.
Great stage. Great
We're
stage.
falling in space.
No, there's
It
some.
started in the
Okay.
Smash Brothers arena.
Yeah. There's
You're playing it
Makes
backwards.
sense.
That's where she came from.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense.
There's some tracks later on. Oh man, there's some tracks that I'm like, ooh, this is some platinum shit. This is platinum shit.
I gotta go back and watch the shit because I
Bayonetta's
completely
amazing.
forgot.
And
It's been
Bayonetta
so
2 is
long.
what, a Nintendo Switch exclusive?
Yeah, it's Nintendo.
It's
Nintendo.
it's Switch and the Wii U exclusive. Yeah.
Nintendo has exclusivity.
Nintendo is Unicron.
Yeah.
They just absorb
Yeah.
anything Sega does. Let me get that.
No, they funded it. They funded development of the second one, or else
Second one and
they were
third.
like, it wouldn't have happened. The second and third wouldn't happen if they didn't fund it. So,
Oh, good
okay.
for them, man.
but it's
That's
Sega's
awesome.
property. Bayonetta property IP belongs to Sega.
Yes, true.
Kind of side note: is anyone who's messing with Sonic Frontiers?
I want to.
I may get it. I'm just trying to decide on Switch or Xbox.
It got me excited.
60 frames, a portable.
I'm not gonna lie. It got me excited.
I might get it on the Switch.
It actually got me excited. And then people saying this is actually fucking good. I'm
I like to have a good Sonic again. 3D
like-
Sonic.
yeah.
I like to have open worlds on the Switch sometimes just for the portability. It's just good to get extra play. If I'm like lying down and I'm not using the TV, it's just I get the hours in. You know?
Dreamcast.
I already pre-ordered 3
Word.
games that are coming out later this month. So, and then, well, actually within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Good luck
So-
having a life.
So yeah,
No,
so I'm gonna wait on that.
Mario plus Rabbids
Saying I'm
got
gonna wait.
rave reviews. Everyone
Yeah.
says it's amazing.
Oh, it got a 9.
86.
Yeah,
I'm waiting until it goes down in price like the first one.
yeah.
And
A
then-
year.
then-
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I'm getting it day one, man.
I'm not
Gotham
gonna
Knights
get it.
is
Because I got God of
in
War
2
coming
days.
up. I got Gotham Knights.
days.
I'm
yeah,
still
I think
gonna
I'm
get.
gonna play Gotham Knights for Fighter Fridays this week.
It's Halloween-esque.
Mario Rabbids is 2 is.
Well,
I mean, I'm gonna be beating up criminals in Gotham, so you know.
Speaking of Gotham Knights, we can get to the news, y'all.
Oh, wait. So does that mean it's time for the news?
no, it
Yeah.
doesn't. It means it's
yeah.
time for the news.
You throw off my time.
I know.
It's time
Oh gosh.
for the news.
That was awful.
Kev, first of all,
That was
someone
trash.
started early, and then Kev fucked everything
that
up with
was
that horrible tune.
trash.
Come on, Kev.
Wow, guys.
You're better than that, Kev.
Wow, guys.
Way off.
I saw how
Wow.
bad Kev was doing, so I
That
just
was that was not our best work, people. Sorry.
We usually ignore.
One day, Turbo will be on with us.
Yeah, it's a
like,
good
nope.
thing. It's a good thing.
One day.
I gotta walk to the beat of my own door.
No, I want to keep fucking up everything and throw it off beat.
Yeah, if we were Voltron, he'd be the derpy like.
If we were Voltron, it would never be formed.
Exactly. Facts.
Like, yo, pick up your left leg.
Facts. The 5 lines would just be bumping and
He'd
their
have a dead
heads.
leg. He'd have a dead leg like this.
Robies would tear us apart, throw us in like different dimensions and whatnot. Sorry, I'm gonna stop.
All right. So, on to the news. Gotham Knights is 30 frames per second on next generation consoles. And it gets a free 4-player co-op mode in November.
Talk about a yay and a ooh.
Double-edged sword.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Double-edged sword, exactly.
So, the regular campaign in Gotham Knights supports 2-player co-op. And they added a mode called Heroic Assault, which will launch for free November 29th. That will let you play up to 4 players in a team-up arena-based challenges. So, that's okay.
You'll see that. You will
I
see
would
that
rather-
on the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see that on the channel.
I would rather it be in a campaign, but it is what it is.
I would love for it to be on the campaign.
Yeah, but they said there's no plans for it to be in a campaign anytime soon, if not. But
I think it's kind of, to be honest, I think it's like an experiment because I think when it comes to games like this and Spider-Man 2,
yeah.
that was rumored to be co-op, but then they were like, no, it's not co-op. I think they're trying to figure this shit out. Like you have Marvel's Avengers that's co-op online, and I think it's difficult to do a campaign, and Gotham Knights figured out to do a campaign with 2 players,
Right.
but 4 players, like I think this is like the beginning of all right, let's try to figure this shit out because it's actually cool when it happens. So the 4-player mode is like, all right, if this goes well, maybe if we do another game with Batman, we could do a 4-player co-op campaign. That's how I see it. I see things sometimes as an experiment to see if it goes over well.
Like, I can understand why Spider-Man can't really be co-op, but now, I mean...
there was parts in there where the second player was fighting with you. And you did
you
tag
know
moves.
what? It couldn't be, it definitely just couldn't be local co-op
No. Online.
at all. It would have to be online.
Too much shit flying, especially Spider-Man's just
You're
like
swinging
Yeah.
far away.
Swinging, and how you gonna swing coordinated?
they swing.
Well,
Wow.
I mean, listen, 4-player mode will be fun, but not if it's 30 frames.
Yeah, like
Well, that's on console, right? It's
On
PCs.
next-gen consoles.
On next-gen
Even
consoles.
on PS5
I would say
and
new gen.
Series X.
new gen consoles. It's
Now gen.
Current
Yeah.
Gen.
I'm just all right. I'm not a frames person, right? But I thought this was pretty shitty. I was like,
If you're going to 30 and not have the option.
you're showing us
Yeah.
the entire time
60 frames.
60 frames.
But you're going to announce it.
and now you say, no, it's 30. My bad.
2 weeks before it comes out.
Hold on.
On PC, they said it's going to be uncapped, I believe.
Yes.
60.
No, it is because on Steam it says the requirements, which is actually kind of
Pretty low.
That's a
actually pretty
shitty.
I didn't
no,
know.
that's not.
No,
Cinema.
I thought, you know what? I thought they were just
16,
showing it in 30 frames per second
no.
and just not saying, oh, we're going to upgrade it to 60 frames.
No, that
from the
that
get.
was 60.
No, they were showing 60.
They were showing
60.
60. That was like PC version.
PC 60.
And the thing about the PC specs, I'm like 8 freaking gigs of RAM is pushing 1080p,
Well, that's
60 frames on a PC. But you got these freaking beasts, PS5 and the Series X pushing
I don't understand it.
like they said 4K 30 frames per second. I'm like, okay, what about 1080p 60 frames? No, we're not doing that.
I don't know why.
Yeah, there's no option for it.
I don't know why they don't have
a.
a performance mode.
There, I read this. This is the reason why. Like one guy, I think it was a tech artist or whatever from Rocksteady was saying it's the Series S that is making it. Microsoft makes it so it's like
What? You can't play it in a lower. You can't play it in 1080p because of the S? It don't make no sense.
it doesn't
Yeah.
make because the 1080. I think the Series S has 10 gigs of RAM, and the freaking Series X and PS5 has 16 gigs of RAM. So it's like okay, it's still higher than 8 gigs of RAM on the PC.
This isn't running in 4K.
Well, it's a
Listen,
different architecture.
if it's-
completely, so.
if they said we
Can't
can't
really-
run it in 4K because of the S,
Right.
okay.
Right.
But you're trying to run it in 1080p. You
Right.
can't because of the S. That's backwards.
The,
Yeah,
the purpose of the PS5 and the Series X is to run games in 4K. The Series S is supposed to run them in 2K highest,
But
but
they're going backwards.
yeah,
They
That's
can't
what
do it.
makes no sense to me. Like
Yeah.
especially on the newer systems.
Yeah.
Why are we finding out now?
They should
and,
give you the option.
And why is it not on a new system? And I have a question too. is it going to be so much? Is there a way to fix that?
They better update it.
Yeah, they
can.
Yeah.
But I don't think they will.
They could probably do it, but they probably have to leave the Series S in the dust and just say, okay, if you have a Series X and a PS5, we'll do a performance mode. But I think they should do that.
I think it's going to matter on according to sales. So that's what's going to dictate. That's basically going to tell them what to do.
And that's another thing. That's
my issue. With this whole 30 frames or whatever, 60 from the get go is just transparency. There's no transparency. You're going to just announce this
2 weeks before.
2 weeks before it comes
the
out.
Craziest thing I've ever seen.
And the whole time you're watching 60 frames, like, wait,
it's
what?
a dick move.
So and this is a
move.
game that's highly anticipated. It's been delayed like for pretty much practically a year.
Dude, if they said it was crossplay, I wouldn't have a big problem. But now they're messing with me.
It's a dick move.
I'm gonna get it. If I do get this, which I'm not even sure, if I'm gonna get it, it's gonna be for PC. And if I can't play with everyone else when I'm on PC, it sucks.
Well,
so
check this out.
Not get it.
I'm getting it on PC.
Is the PC supposed to boast an untethered co-op experience as well in 60 frames, or is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They said it was not tethered. Like they said, well, as far as they said, it says 60 frames.
Yeah,
There only for PC.
And then I didn't read anything that multiplayer wasn't.
A lot of
featured on
people
PC.
have been very iffy from the jump about Gotham. Like, oh, there's no Batman. I don't know if I can get behind this. They're changing the.
It's not
this,
winning
this,
them
and that.
anything.
Yeah.
And then they started playing it. They were like, I can fuck with this. They're like, people were like, this is good. I like this. And it started changing it to positivity. And now this came out. It's like, oh, now you're bringing back the haters.
There's a lot of games coming
Like,
out.
come
in this month.
on, man.
And then to hit you with that news is going to make you buy another game.
And listen, I know the game's going to be fire. I know I'm going to enjoy it. But
We should have known
this. This is stupid.
They should have told us about this 6 months ago.
A long time
Transparency,
ago.
man,
Yeah,
that's it.
you can't do this two weeks
And
before
they
you release
axed
the
the PS4 and the
getting it
Xbox
on
One
PC.
version, so you're thinking, oh, okay, so it's going to be optimized for the newer system.
Right.
Systems.
Always optimized.
Right.
You know, so it's like, geez, that was a bit of a bummer. And I
It's
think
the bare minimum for the current gen.
Maybe the next systems, like the pro versions, will have 60
I
frames.
don't want to hear about that. AK out of the box, right? Fuck out of here with that. I was like, I don't even want to hear about those freaking new systems that are being rumored right now.
That's such
People have been
bullshit.
complaining about 30 frames and 60 frames since the 360.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
no, for a
360
long time.
and PlayStation 2.
By now, you would think that's not even an issue.
I was playing Toe Ball 1 in 60 frames on PlayStation 1.
Say that one more time.
Toe Ball.
Toe
Yes.
ball. Toe ball.
Toe Ball 2.
61.
and
Toe Ball
1.
2.
No, both of them. And it was
2 looks
60
better.
frames per second.
F-Zero, freaking X for N64, 60 frames. So it's like
There was something at 60 frames on N64.
I didn't believe it either.
4 frames.
64 frames.
I didn't believe it either. I was like, yo, really? And then I actually, I played it on the Switch, and I was like, yo, this is an N64 game in 60 frames.
It should not be a thing. Like, I don't get it.
Dude,
The
that's
reason
like,
why-
that's like having a restaurant and advertising Angus burgers. You get there and ain't no Angus.
Anus burgers.
People
you
didn't
get
buy.
anus burgers instead.
2 weeks before you announced that it's
God.
spelt wrong.
People don't buy.
Whoops.
Oh, my man, we meant anus burgers.
Yo,
My man.
People bought the Series.
I'm buying that.
They bought the Series X and the freaking PS5 not because of the new games coming out. It's because we wanted to play our backlog as optimized as possible. That's why I freaking got it. I was like, okay, I got so much to backlog. I don't want to play them on the Xbox One or freaking PS4.
It's
I don't use them.
optimized. It's going to be 30 frames
Nah, I got-
everywhere.
Exactly.
Honestly, I got my Series X because there's no way I was going to get a digital console
Well, there you go. That's true.
until I'm absolutely forced to.
Well, this just
I feel that. I feel that.
this announcement just solidified and it answered my question of what system I was going to get it for. I'm getting it on my laptop.
Yeah, I might as well get it on PC.
It's portable. I can bring it to work, and now I
guys
can actually play it on the go.
You guys can play it on that PC right over there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right on
there you
TV,
go.
Right on TV.
There you go, man.
You all get it on
Multiplayer.
Let me get it for the Series X. I think they're going to release a performance mode eventually after the backlash. I just think that they're going to do it. They
I
could-
honestly do think there's going to be a backlog.
the PC could do it with 60
Well,
frames. What the fuck?
There was a mid-range they could do too, like in Spider-Man. When they added that later, they
Yes.
had the
Right.
they got rid of some of the ray tracing, but they added some in and some like they did a middle.
Yeah.
So it's
Yep.
still high resolution and 60 frames.
Yes. We don't care. 1080p, that's
If they do
fine.
this with God of War, I'm mad.
No,
They say, "Oh yeah, God of War, that's 30 frames."
Oh, dude, I
I'm
pre-ordered
like,
that.
30 frames. It's like, you can't
I pre-ordered that shit, man. Don't say that.
I'm getting
Don't
God of War
speak
for PS4.
I'm getting it for PC.
Same here.
I'll get it for PC if that's the case. Everything on PC.
Yeah, that's what's like. It's
I'll
like,
sell my
okay.
PS5 and my Xbox.
I was like,
Getting rid of
PC's
them.
going to make these freaking
Yeah.
supercomputer consoles obsolete on this nonsense.
It makes a good announcement like Heroic Assault.
Yeah.
It puts a black
Bad
eye.
taste.
It puts a because I'm like
I don't
they
want-
put a 4-player mode. Period.
Because that's cool.
It's
That's
cool.
awesome. That's
great.
awesome. And we're going to play that.
It probably was 60 until they
How?
put that mode in.
Yo,
Yeah,
imagine
no,
that.
but hold on, question: how are we gonna play that mode if we don't all have it for Xbox?
Well, I don't have
At least 4 of you guys might.
I don't have a freaking
I know, I
Xbox
won't.
Series.
Well, we're getting it for PlayStation
listen.
because I heard Spider-Man's in it. So you should probably.
Well, only 3 out of the 5 of us have an Xbox Series X. All right, I don't have one.
I'm sure it's going to be crossplay. Is
So-
it crossplay? No.
You think so?
I don't know.
If it is, you'll see 4 players.
that should be
Yeah,
announced.
if it is, then yeah. But that wouldn't, regardless, it wouldn't have been possible because only
Yeah.
3 of us have the Series X. So
Yeah, so it better be
crossplay.
crossplay with the
saying
PC.
it should be.
Yeah.
Only if you have it at 30 frames.
I'm sure, Bizarre. I'm sure there's
Yeah,
people
yeah.
canceling the pre-orders over that announcement.
I'm
Like,
sure.
I was
I didn't
thinking of it.
even- I didn't
was
even
thinking
pre-order.
of it. I was like,
I was waiting too.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Red Hood first.
Who you playing, Turb?
I'm Batgirl, probably.
What about you, Jay?
Sonic.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Can't cooperate.
This one.
Can't cooperate.
No, the same
There's a
time frame.
question.
Same time frame.
No.
I'm probably playing Sonic while you play
No.
I'm probably playing Sonic. Wait,
Who you maining?
Oh, man.
All right, Al. Who you
Thinking
maining?
Robin.
Who you maining?
Probably
Maybe Robin.
Batgirl.
Robin, you're a Robin
Actually,
guy?
Batgirl. I probably play Batgirl. No one else does.
Wow.
I was gonna
3
say Batgirl also, yeah.
All right, then I'm going
3 Batgirls?
That's insane.
What?
Closest to
No
Batman.
Nightwing, no Robin.
I'm.
Well,
that,
someone's
those
gonna
are the
pick
two.
it.
I've never been-
I'm a Nightwing Robin guy.
Yeah,
More
Night-
Nightwing.
Nightwing would probably the second person.
But
I
Robin,
If we had
only if I
4.
could use the Jim Lee costume. That costume is fucking fire.
Yeah.
If we
But-
got 4 players going and he was,
I'd be Red
No.
Hood then. If that's the case.
Nah, I would be Red Hood.
I would be Red Hood.
I'd pick
Come on,
freaking Robin.
What are you talking
weapons, bro.
or whatever.
I would be Red Hood.
I'd pick someone different, whoever, whatever.
That's the cool thing. It's only 2-player co-op campaign, so we could pair up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pair up and
Yeah,
figure
probably-
it out.
You'll
That makes
probably
sense.
see that mode.
Yeah,
More
yeah.
than anything, just that mode.
You will see that.
We'll be
moment.
pairing up with each other somehow. Pause. But yes, I would probably pick Nightwing first.
All right.
All right, so let us know if you could leave a comment in 30 frames or
Jesus
60.
Christ.
Let
Or
us know.
60. Or 60.
Yeah, did you cancel your pre-order? Let us know.
A lot of shit going on lately.
Oh, this is
There's so much shit.
actually
going on.
the article that we put up on our in the description. There is updates to this.
And I'm going to tell you about it.
Yeah, so we're gonna
So-
talk about this.
Bayonetta's OG original voice actress, asked fans to boycott the 3rd game after PlatinumGames' wage fallout. So I don't know why this became such big news. When I first heard it, I was like, oh wow. the original voice actress says she's not in the game. But listen, this is something I knew when the first trailer came out. They said, oh, Bayonetta's voice is different. And no one said nothing. They said, oh, what happened to the voice actress? She didn't say nothing. For months and months and months. This had to be like a year now. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, when the game's about to be released, I see her talking about, oh, they tried to pay me only $4,000 to do, this game made over $400 million, and they gave me $4,000. They wanted to give me $4,000. And I was like, oh, okay. They offered they offered her the money,
Right.
and she turned it down
Right.
and didn't take the job. Someone else got the job.
Right.
So okay.
But here's another thing too, is that she's under NDA, so she
And
can't,
she's under NDA. She's not supposed to talk about it.
But making this video that
It
she
was weird
posted
to me.
was like breaking the NDA. So
It was weird to me
She
that
could
she
tech-
declared boycotting the game.
Yeah.
And she knew she wasn't in it for the longest. Like, what does she have to do with it now? And it was weird, and everybody jumped on the internet,
yeah, man.
went crazy. It was like, I
bandwagon.
can't believe you guys would only offer $4,000. I was like, it's questionable, but
Well, this is why you always wait.
Yeah.
yeah.
You always wait.
Voice actresses and actors don't get like Hollywood money to do these roles. Granted, $4,000 may be a little cheap for like something as grand as that whole game.
And
I don't even think that's minimum wage.
Dude,
Well,
it is about minimum.
I'll imitate
Is it?
Bayonetta
Yeah.
for $4,000.
Exactly. Look, all right. So this is how it went.
They pay per session.
If you ever look at a voice actor, unless they're the biggest name in the world, you're gonna see multiple voices under their name. And this is for the same project. You'll see somebody like, oh, this is this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. 7 voices in the same show.
Yeah.
Yep.
You think they're walking home with a new house? Like, they don't get paid like Hollywood.
No, they're union
They
too.
need,
So
they need those jobs like that. Unless you're in a TV show that's constant and you have like 150 episodes or something that's
Or
gonna
like
last
One Piece
5 years.
with 1,000 episodes.
Yeah. Something like that, something like Dragon Ball, when they call you back all the time and you're working 20 years straight.
Yeah.
That's a job Like if you're doing something for a few days and you call it a day, you don't get anything from the sales, which is, questionable. I would say you should make a percentage.
It's a lot of questionable things.
But that's not how the industry works. It's not. It's not that it works well, but that's not how it works.
But to call a boycott for a game that, like, how many people do you think have jobs working on this freaking game? And you're going to call for a boycott because of you, because you didn't get
she said support charities.
And it's an offer that...
It was just a weird announcement. It just felt weird.
It's so weird.
And it's funny. It was ironic because the day I played Bayonetta the first time, the day that all that stuff happened,
it was you. It was you. You did it.
And you recently.
I played Bannon.
Literally 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's freaking
And then
crazy.
she's like, no, stop playing now.
And that's the thing. It's like
No, it was Bayonetta 1. She got paid for that.
Apparently not anymore. But, I mean, listen, that was a long time ago also.
Right.
And I was like, okay. When they changed Solid Snake's voice and they, he wasn't David Hayter anymore. He was Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah.
Which I said should have played him in real life in 2000 when he was in 24.
and he was good. He was good.
Yeah, he was Jack Bauer in 24.
Yeah, he was good.
But he did the voice, and people didn't get pissed. I mean, some people get mad. Don't get me wrong.
Of course.
It's always going to be somebody.
But there wasn't people saying, "Oh, I'm not buying Metal Gear anymore."
Right.
A few maybe, but it wasn't like this. And I was like, "All right, what? He didn't get the job. Someone who made the hire chose someone different. Is this voice completely different? I don't know. I didn't notice really. The voice of Bayonetta was not night and day different to me when I saw the trailer. Maybe it's a different person. She's actually a great voice actress also.
She's in Mass Effect, I think, right? Mass Effect.
Yeah.
This game has been in
Multiple,
production.
a lot of games.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
10 years waiting for this game to come out.
It sucks that she didn't get the wage that she wanted, but it's like...
Here's the truth.
Well, there's more to that.
Here's the truth now. We're going to add.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna add.
This is the other side of the
There's
story.
the other side.
Oh.
So when everybody jumped down the throat,
Right.
it's like, oh, I'm not buying your game. I'm canceling my
Right.
pre-order, blah, blah, blah. You did it wrong.
Wow.
You just heard her side, though. So everybody jumped on her
Two
side.
sides to every story.
Always.
Some of the truth and paperwork came out, and Platinum is under NDA, and they don't talk about wages of the people that they hire and stuff like that. So they didn't throw the new voice actress out there and say, we gave her this and that and that.
Right.
So they kept it cordial and said, all right. Somehow in the paperwork it said that she was offered $4,000 per session.
Yes.
And the sessions usually last about 5 to 7 days.
Per session?
Per session.
Per session, yes.
It's 4-hour shifts.
Yes.
4-hour shifts, $1,000 an hour.
Hold on.
Yeah. So
Hold on.
And
that changes my whole...
exactly.
So
like
go
most
ahead,
of the
go
people
ahead.
online.
so she wanted 6 figures.
6 figures you wanted.
And she wanted royalties on top of it.
$100.
Yeah.
That's
So
$100 now and royalties.
and the response.
That's
What are you paying
slightly...
the animation directors?
Honestly,
Yeah.
Listen.
that's
Nothing like
slightly
that.
absurd.
Yeah.
That's
So-
See, yeah, that's
Because in
If
her
you're gonna-
mind,
she's
she's
gonna
like,
make,
there's
like-
hundreds of millions of dollars this game makes. And
So
you
if
know,
she did take that offer, it would have been $15,000 to $20,000 for like 7 days. I mean,
7 days of work.
I thought
5
it was,
days, 7 days, something like that.
I thought it was $4,000, and
That's
she had
what
to.
she said.
And she had to record the whole game, and I was just like,
No, that's
yo,
her.
that's a little low, bro."
oh, it gets better though, because
Dude,
they
in
did.
a week?
They
I get that in like, I'm not even
no,
going out there.
it wasn't the whole game.
I
Dude.
don't get that.
They offered her because she turned it. They offered her right. They
she turned it
negotiated. She turned it down because she was too busy. So she turned the shit down. Then they said, "Okay, look, a lot of fans want to hear the original voice. We're gonna have a cameo part. We're gonna pay you $4,000 for the cameo." She got insulted by that, and that's the video that came out.
And that's probably why it didn't happen earlier.
that's
So the president of
first
Platinum Games was like, "Dude,
These are lies. He was like, this is all lies.
Yeah,
and the thing is
And
that
it blew the fuck
these
up.
animators and everyone who's working on it, they're not getting paid that.
No.
no.
So it's like they're the people who are like,
But she said boycott it.
So you're gonna
said-
boycott, take
she
your
said
job away
cancel.
because
you
you're not-
didn't get
Yeah, but
She
you
wanted
think you
Bayonetta canceled completely. The
you
game
didn't
to
get
fail.
your dream. You didn't get your dream like cash amount that
You had
like,
an offer, and they didn't offer you that.
Listen,
But
It
$4,000.
just seemed a little. It seemed weird, even if it was $4,000. It's not the way to present
But she
yourself.
disagrees with that account, doesn't she?
Yes,
I think
she said that they're lying.
And so we don't really
but
know.
it's like-
Someone misunderstood someone.
one story, another story, and then you have the truth.
Well,
That-
one has documentation, and the other one just has their fucking no document. Like,
that or her lawyer misread that contract and screwed her royally.
Not if she was asking for 6 figures.
I don't
There's
even think
obviously a difference in pay.
Six figures
Yeah, you're right.
is
Plus royalties?
fucking nuts.
Dude, you're not the
As a
Joker.
voice actor.
You're not Mark Hamill.
No, because like
Yeah, you're not Mark Hamill.
$4,000 a session, and if it's 5 to 7 days, that's $28,000 a week.
That's good money.
That's not
That's
bad
great
at
money.
all.
Some people make
No,
that
it was
in a
like 4
year.
days. Even if it was 4 days.
Even if it was 4 days.
4 days of work.
That's $16,000 for 4 days of work.
4 days of work for 4 hours, not even 8-hour days.
To voice act.
I mean,
Bro.
your voice may be hurt.
And this is the thing. You can command that if people love the voice so much they're
Right.
willing to boycott the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's like when you do regular acting for like movies and stuff like that, you're not just using your voice, you're using your full body
Everything,
likeness.
yeah.
Yes.
You know, so it's like, if you're like your Brad Pitt guy,
You said Brad Prick.
I was like, who's
bad
bad?
prick.
Brad Prick.
Bad
Bad prick.
Are you watching the hub again, bro?
Who's a bad prick?
bad prick. Now, if you're somebody like Brad Pitt, you're gonna watch the movie. You know, there's a lot of people watching the movie just because
Because of
of
the name.
Brad.
Dude, you,
I can't say his name
Just
without
say
saying bad.
Brad
Help
Pitt.
him with the-
Brad Pitt.
Bad prick. I was like,
Oh,
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
dude, you know how many Harleys they've had?
Yeah.
Like, they've changed
Yeah.
that voice many, many a times. 'Cause
Yeah.
the people who are playing it cost a lot of money, and they do change it.
That they
based on
change
how
it because it's like if you got someone who can imitate the voice for cheaper, you're gonna do that.
How many
Sorry, that's just the
Jokers-
business.
How many Jokers are there?
It's a voice. It's not.
There was-
It's not the likeness. It's just the voice. Which
There was some suspicious things in her statement when she had that video and I watched, and she said what they did was not illegal, but it was immoral. And I'm like, well,
Okay.
of course it's not illegal because they have a union. They have a freaking the union for voice actors or whatever, and they paid. Actually, if you look at the somebody posted up on Twitter the actual voice actors union pay scale, and if you look at what she's getting paid, $4,000 for one session, that's actually way above what they actually pay, voice actors for that.
4,000 for one session is crazy.
But at the
crazy,
same
though.
time, it also makes the discussion, which is probably her goal. I don't know if that was her goal.
well, she
I
wanted to
don't
bring
know.
up the point to try and get more money for everyone.
I mean,
that's fine.
It's a good discussion to
but
have.
she shouldn't have been like boycott this and blah blah blah.
Yeah, but the way
can't
she went
boycott.
about it is
The boycotting of the game is
you're screwing people over, man.
That's not fair, man.
That's
Yeah,
people's
it's like-
jobs, man. People's
That's not
livelihood.
fair. Use the $60 you would have used to get the game to do it.
Yeah. Donate to charity.
Donate to charity. I mean, noble cause, but still, like you're
just felt-
screwing over everyone that worked hard on that game
That's
for
yeah,
years.
that's the point.
The charity
That's
is all the
messed
people
up.
her
that lost their
voice
job.
doesn't make the game. I'm sorry, her voice doesn't make the game.
Just think that. Listen, just think if you did that to every job that you quit or got fired from.
Yeah.
I need them to go out of business. Don't go there anymore. like,
Yeah, nah,
and you
man.
got a voice-
Everyone is
and
losing
people
their
were following.
jobs.
Well, people were following that though.
Yeah.
They were actually canceling it because they thought you did wrong. It's what it is, man.
Yeah.
It's
I still got my pre-order, man.
Exactly. This game's been out. These people been waiting for this.
I'm like,
Exactly.
That's
why-
a good. No,
that's
Bizarre.
why-
It's a good point.
Yeah, that's why voice actors take more than one character.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of the time,
Exactly.
voice actors voice more than one
Way
character
more
in the game,
multiple.
or in a
Like you said, 7, 8
animation or something.
characters. Yeah, it's not. It's not a thing. Yeah, listen.
even Simpsons, man. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple voices.
what is it?
Yep.
You have to.
Five people. That's it for the whole.
But I bet you they get $1 million an episode.
Well,
That's
yes,
The Simpsons.
I mean, that's a long.
That's different because if
You
they walk
change
away,
Homer's
people
voice.
are
Yeah.
gonna have a problem. Yeah,
Those are
you know?
distinctive
Homer's
voices, man.
You change Bart's
Or
voice?
Bart's voice. Any of them.
When you
Marge,
command that kind of power, you could do that.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like,
well,
no.
also they've been around for freaking
30
30
years.
years.
Yep.
Remember, I said, "Who's up for some chocolate ice cream?"
It was the same guy though.
I was like, "That's the same fucking
it was the
voice."
same guy, man.
That voice was terrible.
It was the same guy.
Who wants some chocolate ice cream? That's not it.
Hey, boy.
Hey, boy. Why is he
Anyways.
nervous?
Let us know what you think about this whole thing in the comments below. Let us know if you would have boycotted the game. You think she did wrong by telling you that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know. Find out everything first
Drama.
before jumping down the throat.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's the internet for you, man.
And more bad news.
Nah.
G4 TV is being shut down only a year after its relaunch.
Damn, man.
And this is literally like 2 weeks after they laid off like
Yeah.
a majority of the staff.
And it sucks because now everybody's unemployed now, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was
Everybody
crazy.
is done. Yeah, he said-
Xavier Woods found out on a plane.
Yeah.
That sucks.
He found out
real?
on Twitter.
No, he instinctively like hooked up to the Wi-Fi on the plane, just went on Twitter. He was like, "Oh,
Oh, damn.
That sucks.
yeah,
A lot of people found out from an email or Twitter. They didn't even tell them.
terrible."
Can't even call up people and be like, yeah, you know what? It's not going to be.
What had
how it-
happened was
What had happened was nobody's watching.
Yeah.
And it was hard to find his footing. And it was easy to see that because people who were like campaigning for this return, I found no time to even check it out.
Same.
In the beginning,
It's a victim of the times, I think. Man.
It's just
it
not-
really is. It's just like things have advanced since then, and a lot of things that they did back then you could find very easily now.
Yeah.
And you watch the shit for the personalities and the banter, and a lot of those people don't know those people anymore.
Right.
And then the new people that are coming on are like, okay, you gotta get used to them, and like there's, it's just some things that are just there were so many things that like. The Attack of the Show, X-Play, they had like, there was magic there, right? There's like organic magic that happened.
You went there for the people.
Yeah, more the people than the information they were giving you. There was so many characters back then, and it was just so hilarious, you know?
But even so, there's so many more places to get the same info.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And
it's
they're not
like,
breaking news or giving you anything that's completely different. Like if they gave you interviews with people that other people weren't getting, if they had like documentary series that they did it at a higher level than everyone. And even gave you a reason to watch
even
it.
if they brought the entire cast of from back in the day,
still
it's still not the same because
it's not a channel I can flip to.
Things have changed. Technology has changed.
Yeah.
And you can get things differently.
Yeah.
And
I couldn't set my TV to record Attack of the Show when it comes on.
And of course,
so I could watch it.
anything Kevin Pereira does, I want to follow because he's the dude to watch.
He said he knew it was on the wall. The writing was on the wall months ago.
Yeah.
He said he knew that it was going to happen.
Austin
months
Creed
ago.
is another one, dude. He's a charismatic dude. You
Yeah,
want to
hell
watch
yeah.
him, you know? Like you would love to see him in a show like that, but it's like
I don't know how he found time.
How do you present something like that? How do you get that to be successful?
I saw clips. The clips
now.
were hilarious. Clips were hilarious.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't see the show.
That's
That was the problem.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate question, though, man. How do you make?
I don't have the answer to that. I really don't. And
You have to be set in stone, and you have to be somewhere where I can
and
find
also, and I think some things, like Twitter has become an animal. So I think sometimes when some of the people on the channel would let certain personal thoughts out there, it's a bad look for
Couple
the
of
channel.
people.
Yeah,
Couple of
there's
people
a
on there.
couple of people,
Yeah.
and I understand. Listen, be passionate and believe what you believe in, but when you're doing a show, sometimes you gotta keep some stuff on the wraps
you.
because
In this day and age,
this day,
that hurts the channel. It hurts,
People are anxious
people
to
aren't gonna
cancel
watch it.
people.
censor culture wasn't around back then.
But some people like to, even in forums back then, they had forums. And they would argue in the forums, and they just get a kick out of it sometimes. They're like, "Oh, I want to go against the world. My thing is this, and blah blah blah."
Yeah,
and they like it, but this is what happens. It
and
gets shut down.
It's unfortunate that it happens that fast, and I wish there was another thing that they could possibly do because I love watching Adam Sessler. I love watching Kevin Pereira.
I mean, it should have been magic
Austin Creed.
to have them all together, and it was when they were all together.
It was good.
But there's not a lot of shows like remember when they first started and they had everyone together,
Yeah,
and it felt like a family.
That was cool.
That was great.
like
That's what I wanted.
That's what we like to watch.
They did
And
it for one
feels
episode,
organic, and it's like they've known each other for so long, and
they added new people.
They only did it for the premiere.
I didn't really care about the new people, like
I
for the
tried.
most part.
I did
There was
like
some.
it.
There was some.
I did like
they were
Adam's,
okay, but
there was some.
it's just
But a
when
lot
you-
of them I could care less.
Yeah,
about.
when you're into who you're into, when you watch a thing,
It's nostalgia.
Yeah, like
So you better give me a schedule where I can be like, yo, I'm gonna watch this right now.
Yeah.
I didn't know when they were gonna be on, who's gonna be on where, or what, unless it popped up and said, hey, there's a short.
I liked.
That's it.
I like whatchamacallit, the X-Play videos that Adam Sessler did.
No, he still was great at it.
yeah,
But there were short videos.
Yeah.
He had his corny, but charming
Morgan Webb was there for a
sketches or
reason.
whatever.
Yeah.
They were there for a reason.
Yeah.
because they were
It didn't
so
work out the same
they
way.
were
It was
so,
different, but it still had like his reviews are far better than the YouTube reviews.
Well, plus
that
he
I've seen
reviewed games that
online.
he damn sure wasn't playing.
Right.
Like he'd be like,
Right.
Fortnite, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, you're not
Yeah,
playing
yeah,
Fortnite.
yeah,
You're just not.
I watched his when he was talking about his time with Gotham Knights, and he was very honest about it too. He was talking about it, and he's like, I only played the co-op for like an hour or whatever. I don't know if they added stuff to it, this and that. He's like, but I didn't feel like it added anything else besides you and your buddy just beating up people. But he's like, but I only played an hour. He's like, I don't know if you play further on that might change, but I only played an hour of the co-op.
And this-
But he was like, the original, you play stories, like stories very in depth, voice acting is and combat's good.
In this day and age, I wish all of them had their own YouTube channel.
That's
And
what I
they
was
did their
gonna-
own thing on their YouTube channel.
That's what I was gonna
Got
get at.
guests, did shows
Kevin
on
Pereira.
each of their own thing so I can follow y'all and
Yes.
go to it.
I watch it.
And that's
Yes.
it. That's what it should be. then.
Easier to watch.
But I'll
And
tell
then
you,
put all that together under a G4 banner, and I'll subscribe to each and every one of them
Yeah, yeah. Like
who
a
I liked. And
multi-
people who I don't like, whoever doesn't get the subscriptions,
Multi-channel network, basically.
I support those dudes wholeheartedly, no matter what the fuck they do.
Yeah,
Like, I really
it just
do.
sucks that they couldn't put it together.
Yeah.
and
Well, I'll
make
tell
the
you one
magic
thing.
together.
They have a place here on the Level 857 podcast. I'll be reaching out to every one of you.
If you want to talk about it.
Air out your
Kevin
grievances.
Kevin
air
Pereira.
out your grievances.
Austin Creed,
I mean, Austin Creed, up, down, down. I mean,
Dude, when G4 first went down,
Adam
just
Sessler.
saying.
the Kevin Pereira podcast stuff that he was doing was, oh my gosh, it was 4 hours of just crazy talk. I was like, what was really happening? I was like, yo, I will listen to this for 8 hours.
Kevin Pereira is one of my dream guests. I think he's for all of us
Yeah.
because he's just that dude. He's just someone that you want to talk to, and it'd be a great podcast.
I
if
hope
he makes it on
success follows all of them, and I
Yeah.
hope that I can follow them
Yeah.
to some extent
Yeah.
to see what they're doing.
there. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I hope it's awesome.
But
So
And to everyone else,
you're
that-
gonna see him on the podcast no matter what I have to do.
one way or another.
One
You'll
way or
still
another.
Here, damn it.
I also hope everybody
You
that
can see
lost.
you-
I was going to say, I hope that everybody that did lose their job, that they do find employment somewhere.
yeah.
Find
Yeah,
success
they said
and
they
all
have
that,
severance.
man.
They said they have severance up to, some of them have up to like half a year.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Okay, nice.
Severance. So why they figure out
Hope
what's
they all
going on.
find success and all that shit,
Definitely.
Hey,
man.
listen, you can see Woods on our short talking about level 857. By the
Yeah.
way,
That's true.
Yeah, he threatened us actually at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And
Xavier-
so we're
Xavier
going to have
Bannon.
to fight him in Smash Brothers Ultimate or Gears 5 or something. Just saying. Just throwing that up there.
that's right.
Up, down, down.
Anytime.
I see you.
Anytime.
We see you.
He said
Come see us.
He said ambulance doing 90.
Yup. We hit
things.
you. You hit the floor.
That's three things.
Ambulance doing 90. Disrespectful.
Bizarre said,
But hilarious.
Jared's the completionist. He's literally the next Sessler. That's true. Yeah, I can see that.
But let us know if you're sad that G4 is gone again, or did you know it was happening? Yeah. So leave it in the comments and let us know how you feel.
Yeah, man.
Oh, there's another one. There's more news. All right. So, Analogue is making one final batch of its Super Nintendo and Genesis consoles.
Really?
Yeah. So they had an announcement. They left the email. I got it. It said a final batch of their analog systems. So what those systems are, it is a very high-end system that plays your old cartridges.
Mm-hmm.
It could also play from a memory card and play your ROMs, but they don't say it can.
They don't advertise it.
It's
yeah.
to play your actual old sets of cartridges.
Right.
And it's going to play it better than your older systems for the most part
Mm-hmm.
because they have HDMI connections to the TV and it plays it in the highest fidelity, best music,
Shining
Upscalers.
Force 2. Let's go.
wireless controllers, all wired, whatever you want.
Yeah, there you go.
But I had both of them. But for me, it didn't make sense. I sold them. It didn't make sense. I got awesome pictures of them. though. That's all I have.
You're seeing it right now. I'm sorry.
No, I had the black.
No,
I had the
no.
black Super Nintendo and I had the that actual Genesis one. But yeah, I didn't have cartridges. I had maybe 3 cartridges, so it didn't make sense for me to have the systems that play the cartridges
Get a multi-card.
because I don't have. Yeah,
Sure.
exactly. No, I'm saying some people do.
I know.
Some people do.
Multipass.
But you can put it on a memory card and play the
I
same
know.
exact things on it.
Yeah.
So I did that, and I was like, it only plays the one system. I had another system that plays everything,
Right.
and they have the Pocket, which I also have the Analog Pocket, which can play everything. Actually, TurboGrafx 16 came out yesterday or today. So yeah, I would go that route. If I had a collection behind me that was all cartridges, all on the wall, yeah, definitely pick this up. But what this means is they're gonna put it up for sale for the very last time. The bots are gonna steal them all, and it's going on eBay right away for. This is the last batch. It's going to be stupid money again.
You want $2,000.
Yeah. It was already hard to get when I got mine,
All collectors of me like, oh.
and I sold it for a little bit more than what I paid just because of the shipping and stuff. I'm not losing out, but but you know, these people are going to start charging up to $1,000, $2,000 easy because they're not
Jeez.
making them anymore. But I think that Analog will make another system that can play all of it,
Imagine.
possibly.
That would be fire.
Yeah, it's possible. They still got the Turbo Duo thing coming out, the Analog Duo, which for TurboGrafx, which I don't know. They announced that 2 years ago.
Bloody Wolf.
Yeah, Bloody Wolf. Yeah. Well, that's the next thing. I don't know why they would stop making them though. I don't understand why they stop. It's a bestseller. It always sells out. I don't know why they'd stop making them unless they have another idea for something that's going to be better,
It's possible.
which is possible. So be on the lookout. And if you really want one, you better be there that morning and you better beat the bots.
Just Program your own bot.
Yeah.
Learn programming and make your own.
Yeah.
To steal everything.
Or just be ready to pay out the ass on eBay.
Yeah.
Imagine.
But yeah, let us know what you think. And do you have one? Do you have an old, set of cartridges you gotta play on there on your new TV?
No.
Or do you have an old TV that's gonna play on your old system? I'm not talking to you.
I'm sorry.
Damn, man. Yo. This guy just answers. Every time.
Leave it in the comments.
Talking to the audience.
I don't want that.
Yeah, leave it in the comments. Everybody out there.
Like what?
That's it.
That's it.
You
So
sounded
far.
so offended, dude.
So what a show we had today, y'all.
Definitely, man. That was a fun
Crazy.
show.
Shout out to Bannon and Colleen for coming through.
Yes.
Talking some River City 2 with us.
Appreciate
Awesome.
y'all.
River City girls too. Can't wait to get it.
Yes, definitely pre-order now.
Heck
If it's possible. I don't know if the pre-order's out for everybody, but when it's out,
I want that
Gotta
art book.
get it.
I want that art book.
You better order it now.
Order it? You gotta order it?
I'm waiting to see if the Switch version is 60 frames.
No, I'm gonna wait
No,
for
the
it to
art
come
book.
out.
No one cares.
You gotta wait. You gotta order the art book now because
you gotta order now 'cause it's
limited.
not gonna-
That's just gonna be like
when we
a
have
year from
Bannon
now.
back on, we're gonna do an exchange.
He doesn't even know.
Draw
man.
We're
book?
gonna do an exchange.
That's another company that's handling this shit, not him.
No, he's got.
No, he doesn't, man. Freaking bad is like, oh, it's out in the store.
He's
oh,
like, I
shit.
don't know.
Limited run has it. Oh,
Everybody in the chat, thank y'all for hanging out with us.
yeah. Man.
Thank
Definitely
you guys so
hit
much.
that like and subscribe if you didn't.
Please do.
And everyone who subscribed tonight, thank you. Appreciate it.
Hell yes.
Obviously, we'll be back next week, so check it out.
Yeah, and also
What do we
check
got?
out the streaming schedule.
Yo, check that streaming schedule out right about now.
What you
On
got coming up
Sunday.
What's on Sunday?
Yo, let me tell you about Sundays. Hurry up. We got that multi-smash-o-matics popping off.
3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You damn right. So this week, we're going to do some multiverses. Me and Turbo 857 going to get it.
Hell yeah.
We going to get it. We going to whoop y'all. We going to smash y'all real quick.
From all angles.
From all.
Then you just come in with that.
Pause. Hit him with that pause. And on
we got coming on
Tuesdays,
Tuesday?
what we got going on Tuesday, play?
Oh, next Tuesday we got Scorn. That's right. It's Halloween week. Feeling spooky? Feeling spooky?
What was that? He
What the
said,
heck was that?
Scooby Doo that.
Oh, Scorn. That's right. I'll be playing it live. Hopefully I'll be awake.
Fall asleep and stuff.
So if I'm not on medication, you watch me play.
If you're not high.
But yeah, man. Tactical Tuesdays, every Tuesdays
9
at 9 p.m. That's right. If I'm awake.
If he's awake.
What we got coming up on Wednesday?
Wednesday, we got the video game podcast streaming live here, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And this Wednesday, I was going to say Tuesday, but this Wednesday, it's Halloween special.
We gotta wear some costumes and shit.
I'm going to make mine.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna wear something sexy.
I might wear a game-related shirt.
Call it a costume.
If all else fails.
Yeah, I'm gonna go cheap. I'm gonna make my
Hell
own.
yeah.
That's as cheap as I'm gonna pay. $5.
I'm gonna get a marker, a Sharpie, and paper. If all else fails, and a rubber band.
I'm a marker man.
I'm gonna go on the Wish app and order me a costume.
And you won't get
And
that
they won't
until
get it for-
Christmas.
Until next Halloween.
And it will be broken.
Knockoff costume.
What we got going on Friday, player?
Fridays. Fridays. Your favorite day of the week. We got Fighter Fridays. I might play something scary. Just because it's Halloween. Might throw on some Resident Evil 2. Or maybe some Mortal Kombat 11.
Ooh. But we're gonna put the poll up on the channel, so you guys let him know.
I don't put polls up.
Hit that pole.
That's right. Hit that poll.
But this Friday,
Let Chalk know.
this Friday, we're definitely playing Gotham Knights. We're gonna fly around Gotham City and we're gonna beat people down.
No.
30 frames.
At 30 frames per second. 30 or 60, it doesn't matter. We handing out beatdowns this Friday night.
You damn.
Y'all better tune in. Don't miss it.
And we got that random streaming show backlog break, where we stream random games in our backlog.
So many.
Breaking the backlog.
With the log.
With the logs.
Break them. Break them down.
You never know when.
Break them down like a shotgun.
All right. All right. That's it. We're going back.
What happened? What happened? What happened? What I missed?
That was it.
Oh, God, look.
What happened?
Thanks again.
Who
y'all.
took over like that?
Yeah, man.
Thanks,
Everybody out there, thank you once again.
Where'd those voices come from?
Until next week, it's been fun.
Yep.
Peace.
Thank you guys. We appreciate y'all.